Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Stream B. We got more Dota action coming your way. I am Lumi, joined by Winter, and we got PSG.LGD and Fnatic facing off against each other. This best of 2 series very important. Currently, Fnatic 6-4, LGD 5-5, and in LGD's case, if they're dropping more games, they're going to be moving from the winner half of the bracket to the lower half. Which that means on the main event, you're starting with the best of 1, which is generally not where you want to be at. So Fnatic just slightly 1 game above LGD, but they also don't want to be dropping this best of 2 to LGD. So very important series for both of these 2 teams.
Would you say Fnatic would do better at the BO1 series? I think they're one of the more dangerous opponents if they're in the BO1 games.
I think they're if a team on the other side could choose an opponent from this tournament, they would not want to choose Fnatic because that is a dangerous gamble that you're taking into. This is personally my kind of most anticipated series of the whole group stage for me. LGD slated to be carrying the torch for China this year. Honestly, has not looked too good. Whereas Fnatic, well, they're always interesting and fun to watch.
Yeah, I brought this up time and time again. Group stage teams are still like figuring out how the meta works. Everyone has their own like perception on how to play the game before the tournament started. But once everything started, you see this team play. Oh, they did this. That was nice. And you look at the other team. Oh, they did that. That was nice, but they lost. But we think it's good. So you might like try to take this, add it to your repertoire. You try to adjust. And you know, sometimes you can see teams like losing games here, losing games there. And I think the sense of direction has to be found for the teams during the group stage.
Case in point, we saw Fnatic yesterday trying out Doom offlane for Universe. Didn't actually work too well, and they eventually lost to a big Spectre. But one thing that has been tried and true is the Drow Ranger lineups. We see TNC picking up very early, and now LGD will first phase Drow and Bane themselves. Where after the get-go, I say Winter Wyvern is a pretty good hero to have against a Drow lineup.
Yep, the hero is also really, really strong. I think Wyvern and Phoenix, they are both 2 of like the stronger position 5 heroes right now.
The Flying Birds.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of them. It'd be nice if you can pick Brood Mother right away, because Drow is really trash tier against Brood. You can't do anything against him. And generally, Brood will get banned after when they pick Drow Ranger most of the time in the first phase.
Personally, I don't recall ever seeing Fnatic picking up Brood Mother, so I don't know if it's a hero.
They used to play, but they don't play him a lot, but they do play him in the past.
Okay.
Abed plays the hero. And Universe hasn't played the hero for some time.
Okay.
That's what I remember. So they go for the Wraith King, the popular picks so far in the group stage, which is really, really strong meta hero right now. Because of the way you want to play the offlane, you pressure the tower, you want to have kill potential, and you pressure the tower. And like I told you, I don't feel like there's an offlane actually now. There's actually just 3 lanes in Dota right now. You can have 3 cores. All you have to do is just to secure the lanes. There's no room for an offlane hero anymore. It's just 3 cores. So Wraith King, that's why you're seeing this Wraith King offlanes. There's like Wyvern offlane, Necro offlane, all the core heroes just moving to the offlane. It's just another lane.
The Meepo ban here, respect to Fnatic. And this particular 2 hero combination of Winter Wyvern and Wraith King is, I think, what Fnatic has ran a lot in the offensive lane. And it's not exactly a very strong killing lane, but very good at just...
Oh, it's actually quite strong killing lane.
It's very strong once they whittle your HP down. They don't kill you from 100 to 0, but they just spam spells at you non-stop.
10 seconds remaining.
The stronger lane, I think, would be Wraith King and Undying. I think Wraith King and Undying is probably one of the stronger combinations that you can have with the hero. Because if you're talking about killing from full to nothing, decay once, twice, then you a stun with Soul Rip could just kill a hero from full to nothing. But at the moment, it stands. We've seen mostly Paladai playing the Wyvern, so the other support hero will be DJ's hero, commonly seen as a Windrunner or the Dark Willow, to pair with the Wraith King. Or if they want to put Paladai with Universe, the other thing they could do is what they did yesterday, Envy playing the Wraith King on the carry role.
Which honestly did not work out too well.
It was more of the Dooms.
Doom,
I would
Doom
blame the
stage,
Doom
yeah.
more
Okay.
than the Wraith King because of the hero, not of the play.
Yeah. And also they were faced up against a Spectre, which had a lot of issue on its own right.
I
as
think
well.
that they were just like trying whether Doom works against Spectre because
Okay.
you want to have the ability to remove the dispersion, which is really really one of the core fundamental things about the hero, how he does damage and why is he so tanky. And Doom is one of the few heroes that can do that.
Well, it's going to be LGD that takes out the Spectre instead. Of course, a very good hero against Drow Ranger. You could get up to her very quickly in a team fight.
There is
10
still
seconds remaining.
Phantom Lancer if you want to get up to the Drow. Phantom Lancer, Ursa. Those are heroes that you want to look to if you're trying to deal with the Drow Ranger. Yeah, so they're all available in the pool. And for LGD, they're looking to have preferably 2 range costs to go with the Drow. Maybe Invoker, Quas-Vex Invoker could be good, especially against the Wraith King. Nature's Prophet, something we see common too.
Can I ask you about a pretty old standard core hero with the Drow lineup? Whatever happened to like an off lane Puck or even a mid Puck?
Puck's just weak though. I feel he's weak now.
Okay.
Not very good in like dual lanes because she needs a lot of XP as a hero to work, and she's not that good mid lane now. So LGD goes for the Wind Ranger. Still an open pick for them. It could be off lane. It could be
Position 4.
Yeah, it could be support. Could be
Yeah.
mid for them. So just keeping things open and probably also not wanting to give it away to Fnatic since they really value this hero highly on DJ. DJ plays an exceptionally good Wind Runner.
Okay. Bone Fletcher or the Clinks is still on the pole. Nice range hero that's fairly
you know
popular.
I'm not a big fan of the hero.
I know you are not, but
I know he's strong, but
yeah, the Chinese scene in general seems to like it a lot.
I feel the hero is easily punishable and you can easily lose the game.
We've definitely seen like 2 different types of Bone Fletcher games. One where he gets really far ahead, the one that we saw yesterday against Abed's Storm Spirit, where he was level 4 and the Storm was level 2, and he just completely dominated the game. And then we also seen the other side where he just like falls behind and then does pretty much nothing.
There were some games as well that the Klings had a decent start but still couldn't really... Like the laning phase, I don't disagree that the laning phase is very, very good for that hero, you know. Very strong laner since all the buffs to Strafe. But he has a lot of weakness. Requires a lot of snowball in the early game. You need to get a good start. And then once you get a good start, you need to keep killing.
Oh, this is going to be that offensive dueling that you mentioned earlier, the Wraith King and Dark Willow. A lot of harass, could play offensively and defensively.
Yeah, I think the kill potential, Wraith King plus Dark Willow is better than Wraith King and Wyvern. Like we discussed a little bit earlier about the Wyvern Wraith King. The lane is still okay, but the way you play the lane is different because it's more about like shuffling the lane with the Splinter Blast and maybe pulling and out-leveling your opponent. But with Dark Willow, you can use the stun as a setup for the Bramble Mace, and it will create kill potential, more kill potential in the lane.
Sure.
So for LGD right now, they have to decide, is this a good game for my Wind Ranger to be a core? Or I would just rather have the Wind Ranger as a support, pick another core.
What are some like characteristics that you're looking for to determine whether that Wind Ranger is a good core?
Depends on a lot of things, so the player preference and how well they can... Because Wind Ranger is a hero that's... A lot of it is how well can the person use the hero, how well can land the shackles, and find the openings. That's why you don't see many players in this tournament play the hero as a support, just DJ that's been shining a lot on the hero because he's very, very based on how well the player can use the hero and can play
Very
the hero.
high execution based hero, yeah.
I still like the Quas-Vex Invoker, to be honest. I mean, the other options to go with the Drow would be either Lina, Visage.
Visage Drow. Whatever happened to that combination? Used to
Because
be all the
Visage
rage.
is a weak laner. That's why you don't see him often anymore.
Visage kind of just auto lose lanes nowadays. We are going to see the Undying on the side of LGD.
Which is good at securing their lanes because when you see this Bane Undying, it means that these 2 heroes are in the draft for just one specific reason. Lane secure, they are the bullies in the lane. But generally, you only see one. I don't know about having 2. It's like Bane and Elder Titan, so it's like 2. Because these 2 heroes is a bit like... they don't push out lanes. I mean, Bane has catch, but not too reliable sometimes. It's still a catch. So they are more relying on the cores to just like play the game, push out waves and do stuff. You know, it's not that easy for Bane and Undying to set up stuff for the team. Like Bane sometimes can do it. When I think the best example for Bane is like when your team is pushing a lane, he's not with the team. He's hiding in the trees when the enemy cannot defend the tower and waiting for someone to split push so he can sleep and grip the catch. Undying is just going to follow the team around. But basically the idea of these two heroes are... I mean, I mentioned this a lot earlier. When I see the Drow, I already like, okay, it's a Brood game, and they didn't ban the Brood. I mean, I understand the Spectre ban, but the Meepo ban is a bit what I felt like too much respect to the hero. Despite, I mean, Abed is excellent at the hero, but I feel like Drow lineups, you can deal with... I would rather deal with a Meepo rather than deal with the Spectre or the Brood. You know? These are the two harder ones to deal with. But we'll see what kind of answer do they have towards the Brood here. Quaswex Invoker probably not going to be on the table now because of the Brood.
I feel like a lot of the heroes are immediately off the table as well. Like now you need to pick some sort of Brood counter that also happens to be range. Like a lot of the traditional Brood counter are what, like Bristleback.
They might not want to just... They might not just want to care about picking a range hero. I think they just want to focus on having a hero that can lane against Brood. That's what I feel.
Right. So what are these heroes you could pick to lane against Brood?
There's a lot. Bristol.
Okay.
Timber, Bristol. I think Tide maybe could work with their lineup.
Okay, they will ban out the Templar Assassin, which is
I've seen that before too.
What a lot of teams kind of lean towards. So you could get a lot of gold with just Sideblade off the spiders.
But I still feel like their lineup, they need like a frontliner. They don't have a frontliner because if you look at these four heroes, I mean, Undying can, semi-frontline, like not really.
Sort of, not really.
Not really a frontline, but you can kind of stand in front for the early parts of the game, maybe up to like 15-20 minutes. But beyond that, because you're a support and you don't have wave clear, you're not going to farm. So I kind of lean more towards like having like a Bristleback, a frontline hero, Tide, like Tide with Drow. We don't see Tide that much. But I think Tide could fit the billing here for them.
Okay. We've seen a lot of teams opting for Monkey King to counter Broodmother, at least in the laning stage.
I mean, you know my stand with Monkey King.
I know you hate the hero, and honestly, he's not that good of a frontliner, but just kind of throw that one out there.
Yeah, the two things that they have to think of is the synergy between the heroes with their last pick and being able to lane with against Brood. Those are the two most important things they have to think about here. And they have the last pick.
Ooh,
wow, that is a Jackie Mouse special. He loves playing that hero. That's going to give them a hero that can right-click the Tombstone. Very, very important when you play against Undying. You have to have a core that can actually kill off the Tombstone in the fights.
Can you talk about how Lone Drift functions in this current meta? On paper, he seems like a decent laner, somewhat hard to kill. Could CS under hard lane situation.
But not a great dual laner. Not easy to... I mean, when you pick Lone Drift, it's more of... I think what they're going to do here is they're going to go aggro lane with the Wyvern, Brave King, and Dark Willow. Because Lone Drift, you don't really want to protect... You don't need to protect him, man. He's not good in a 2 against 2
He
lane.
wants all that solo EXP.
Yeah, he wants the solo EXP. And I think he'll be okay against... he'll probably lane against... Wait, what? Is that a...
That is a maybe Alchemist.
Bane? No, that's a Bane off lane.
We actually seen that.
Oh, we've seen that? You seen that?
Well, not this patch.
Yesterday?
Not this patch. In the past, we've seen it.
Yeah, but not here.
And not here, yeah.
That was when Universe likes to play the Bane off lane. I've seen it on him a lot.
Bane core as a concept seems very weak against Lone Druid, right?
So what? Are you gonna get Enfeeble in the lane against the bear? What's the idea here? I'm not too sure.
Maybe they'll do a swap.
So pretty much they want the Bane. I guess Bane will be a really strong laner because of the... I mean, even without the Drow, Bane is already a strong laner. So I think the idea here is they want the strongest lanes possible from them. So it'll be Bane and I think Wind Ranger on the off lane, Undying to protect the Drow in the safe lane. And Undying goes really well with Alchemist because you just need to pretty much... and Bane as well. Like, you don't have wave clear, you just need to secure the early game. And Alchemist is going to eat up the whole map, farming everything. So they complement each other really well.
Can you talk about the mid matchup a bit, Broodmother versus Alchemist? The way I see it is that Broodmother is going to lose.
Broodmother's gonna win though. I think he's gonna farm more, and then you just need the micro. Like you can't acid and clear the spiders.
Okay.
I don't feel Alchemist will do well, but Alchemist is not there to win the lane. He's just there because he can lose the lane, retreat to the jungle and farm.
Okay. Well, we'll see how exactly Maybe and Abed will play that mid lane. And into the game we go. Any particular team that you feel have a superior draft?
I kind of like the Spider against the Drow.
Prepare for battle.
But then the Alchemist kind of like pulls the draft back together though.
Okay.
But I'm gonna say I still prefer the Brood against the Drow lineup. And I think their overall composition can deal with the Alchemist.
Yeah.
They have a lot of damage across their lineup.
I'm also very curious how this core Bane is going to play out, what items he's going to go for.
They're going to go aggro lane, you see. Most likely. 3 of them are bot. Lone Druid is going to be top. They're going to try to pressure. So if you're LGD, once you see this, you're probably going to think about whether you should bring FY down to the bot lane to fight. They have Undying, so they are actually pretty good at fighting try against try.
We've seen Fnatic do a lot of this where they do send 3 heroes bottom, but it's more for rune securing, and then one of them ends up TPing top as well.
That's true. We've talked about that. We've been seeing that a lot from them, but at the same time, because of their lineup, it's a Lone Druid. So I think that what would likely happen is they go aggro lane with the Lone Druid being a solo hero on a safe lane. And he's gonna try to send the bear to maybe try to steal the bounty rune across the map there. So since they already have 3 bot, it'll be nice if they can get 3 bounty runes here. And when we talk about Fnatic time and time again, I feel like Universe is the most important player to get a good start. I watch their games, I feel like when Uni gets a good start, that's when everything comes together. He creates space for Envy to farm and Abed to farm.
Well, we'll see whether he will have that good start. Again, fairly powerful laning combination with the support that he has, and they're thinking about maybe not diving past the tower, but definitely preventing LGD from securing the root.
They see the draw.
Ame pokes his head out, and back he goes. Meanwhile, Xnova looking for some 2-man decays. And you can see Lone Druid with the long bear wraparound. If he steals this rune,
he might actually get it.
FY's gonna be in position.
It's gonna body block.
Body block. He'll make it here, and he just gives up on it.
Just doesn't want to take like damage there.
Yeah. 2 runes apiece. Arctic Burn on Ame. Maybe they'll even lob out a Hellfire Blast.
Yeah, this is very important for the Drow to actually cross this area. You don't want to be stuck here. So they block and you can't cross, and then you need to use a TP to get to here to get XP.
Oh, he crosses safely.
That's what happened to Jackie. You see, he can't cross because the Bane was zoning him out, so he had to use his TP to get to the tower. Not a big deal, but you have to waste a TP. Not like it's the end of the world, but okay. So where is the other hero? Oh, he tried to kill the courier.
Yeah, he just missed it barely.
So he's just gonna move bot. So let's see what happens when Paladai gets to bottom. Is LGD actually going to want to try against try, or they're just going to choose to try to pressure the Lone Druid as much as possible with this dual lane?
So far, I'm not sure where Pi is actually going. It seems like Jackie needs the help top, but like you mentioned, Lone Druid really enjoys that solo EXP.
But if he's getting like fully zoned out, then it could be bad. But as long as he's able to farm some and get some XP, I think then that will be okay. Let's see what do they do. And this is great. They block the ward, this camp. So when you're going aggro lane, this ward here, you need to block this camp so the dual lane can actually abuse and pull and destroy your safe rate. This is a very important note to the audience out there when you're doing this.
Okay. Also simultaneously, it looks like Fnatic forced a TP back from the Undying, so
once they force the TP, they move Paladai top to try. So they're trying to help all the lanes now, because the Undying already TP back to base. He feels like I don't have to be here anymore because Drow is alone. Oh, Ame gets stunned up by the Hellfire Blast.
And long range Shadow Realm gonna pick up that last hit.
Well done there by Fnatic. They know that the Undying TP'd out, so Drow's alone. Easy kill there. First blood for Mr. Universe.
And kind of like you mentioned earlier, the combination setup of the Hellfire Blast into the Bramble Maze and then repeated right clicks against the Drow Ranger is a fairly easy kill. Mid lane though, looks like well,
He's actually okay,
maybe he's doing great.
But still, it's Brute in low levels. Low level Brute is not a threat. When she gets like at least level 4, level 3, that's when the Brute starts to build the army and becomes very annoying.
Yeah. Now normally I say, look, you know, there's 17 CS on maybe, but a lot of that is just spiders. But for Alchemist, just spiders is still pretty good.
That is true.
Thanks to Grievel's Greed.
That is true. So what is happening now is it becomes a 2 against 2 in the top lane. Bottom is also a 2 against 2, which is going to allow the Drow to, you know, farm a bit more in the bottom lane. But still, he's very worried about the kill threat of the stun into the Bramble Maze. It does a lot of damage to him, and Drow is very squishy in the laning phase.
I think with Xnova nearby and the fact that he has a skill point saved up for a Soul Rip, I think Drow Ranger should be fine.
Yep. Like overall, she should be okay right now. But
yeah.
like when you're playing Drow, you kind of don't mind your lane being difficult. You want the other lanes to go better, you know, so that the game. Because you can't do anything as a Drow if you're rich and your teammates are all poor.
I see. Well, it seems like the other lanes are doing just fine for LGD. Mid lane wise, again, Alchemist is farming extremely well, and then top lane. Looks like they are doing a fairly good job pressuring Envy, who's only got 10 CS. In fact, Bane, oh, nice Shackle Shot coming through. Nightmare coming out. What a nice savage roar coming out from Envy. To save his life.
Yep, but he's getting bullied fairly a lot by this Bane. Even though he did not go for the Amphiber, but just the precision aura and just the sheer power of the sheer laning power of Bane just pulling the Lone Druid a lot.
Yeah, in fact, Bane's going for a phase boost. That's gonna make things from bad to worse.
Boost, huh?
Yeah.
I guess because he's owning the lane so hard, why not? And bot lane.
Now we're gonna see a stun into a Bramble Maze here. The zombies are coming out. When I say zombies, I mean skeletons. And Shadow Realm into another right click. Even Pylai Die joining for making sure they get this kill.
Yep. I think he feels like he can't really help top as much anymore because the lane is just very difficult. So he rather destroy the Drow's lane. That he has to do something.
Yeah, and his TP to the bot lane will try to secure the 2 bounty runes as well, which is gonna spawn in just a bit.
And because they managed to deward here, so FY is able to pull the creeps to the lane to destroy the Lone Druid's lane.
They're gonna make another dive here. We're gonna see a series of teleport coming in. Xnova trying to survive here. A Soul Rip on himself, but looks like he will go down. A huge creep wave helping them out. FY looking to do something, but he's pretty much out of mana at this point.
I mean, this is whatever for the Undying. He's just there to make sure that the Drow doesn't die and can farm in the lane.
But Fnatic just took 4 runes. In fact, they're making another go. He will have Windrun available, FY. The zombies are on his case. And they have lost vision. Nice Gust pushing them back. Ame will just port home, and that is going to leave FY.
Okay. I just TP'd down and I got abandoned.
Yes.
Great.
This lane is looking very, very rough.
Yep, I actually think Paladin should have not left in the first place. He was too greedy. He secured the bottom lane. Undying TP back, and then he TP'd top. And then he couldn't really help top that much, you know. So he's just moving back to the Wraith King's lane to secure the tower with the Siege Dragon, a Siege Creep. And right now, after taking on this tower, they should be looking to ward and control the Alchemist jungle, the farm here. They have to ward this area to limit this farm. And maybe the Brute will control these 2 Ancients area and try to farm these 2 camps, and the supports need to ward here, down the smaller camps.
Do you want to ward to block off the camp, or you just want vision and maybe set up a gank?
You can block off the camp with sentries, but I don't think you want to block with observers. But
okay.
I don't feel like the supports have that much gold right now, so they'll probably just go for vision, observer with vision, and try to maybe steal the stack. If there's a stack, you try to steal with the Brood. Yeah, and Lone Druid is going to be on his own island right now. He almost has his Helm of Dom, so he will be able to pressure the tier 1 at top fairly soon. And this is what Fnatic needs to do. They have to destroy this tier 1 first at the safe lane tier 1 of LGD. And they're going to go on to Bane here. Chalice getting stunned up. Bramble Maze. Soul Rip's going to give him quite a bit of HP back.
Now they're going to switch target here on Xnova. He is going to get Bramble Maze up, but it's zombies versus skeletons here as the Tombstone really stacks it up. Pylai Die has a double damage, but now the right clicks are coming through. Chalice looking for that final
and this
rain sap.
Bane is a boss.
Yeah, it is. He's a mini raid boss right now. Pylai Die juking the trees. He is salving back up to full, and they will have to back off into the shrine.
Their lane is a Bane and Undying. two of the strongest heroes in the game.
With the phase boots. I mean, he's no joke. Moving fast. You know, you generally don't ever see phase boot Bane, but it will help him set up grips later on in the game.
Yep. But right now, they have to desperately get the ward here in the jungle. They need to do it to stop the Alchemist from farming.
And I think that's exactly what they're doing right now. They're invading. DJ's got a ward on himself. Let's see where he chooses.
They have two wards, one on Pi and one on DJ.
Okay. I believe this one did see, well, at least one of the wards, and they could probably guess the second one being placed.
They're going to get this double D ward. But if they can actually limit and control the next 1 or 2 minutes in this area, it'll be very difficult for LGD to go and get the D ward. And even if they get the D ward like maybe 3 or 4 minutes later, it will have already done its job. So this is who's tipping in? Oh, the Wind Ranger's tipping in. So he does not have a sentry, but he knows they're around the vicinity. And the Alchemist seems like he's not afraid.
Yeah.
At all. He has his ulti form right now. He feels like they can't really kill him, and I think he's right. Goes for the Arcane Rune.
I gotta say, maybe has been playing extremely well. He's not under too much pressure, but he's dodging the ganks, he's farming very quickly, and he's going straight into a Radiance. That Relic is pretty much up online.
Yep. That's why I always prefer to make this move, what Fnatic did, invading the jungle with a smoke.
These spiders are just dying under that acid spray.
Yeah, he needs to be very careful with that. Because like you said, the Grievous Greed going to give it some decent amount of gold towards the Alchemist. And top lane, Envy is starting to pressure the tier 1 at top.
Shackle shot firing off on the bottom lane. Universe is just fine.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And like you said, Jackie Mao putting pressure up on top. Has a Hadouken creep. Just running it right at Ame. And then running it back out. Don't want to give too much gold. Tower is going to go down to Envy. The game is all even. Back in the river here, it's going to be Skeletons going on X-Nova. Again, relatively hard kill. Nice Nightmare dodge here for X-Nova. And they will all back off.
They are going to be able to get like all the tier 1s fairly soon. This is the immediate objective of Fnatic. The middle tier 1 and the bottom tier 1. These are the two important towers. And Jackie is going to constantly pressure the top lane with the Lone Druid. He just needs to be careful of someone TPing in the shrine in case he gets way too aggressive and he doesn't want to get caught there. That is what, it would be nice if he can have a vision here. Ward around the shrine, the top shrine here. Bottom lane.
Yeah, they're going to go on Universe. He does have his reincarnation. Curse Crown's going to fly out. Universe looks like he might drop his first life, I think. He's going to Soul Ring and fire off a Hellfire Blast. They definitely want to try to kill X-Nova. Maybe a Shadow Realm will do it. Yes, it will. The zombie's now gaining onto DJ. Looks like he should be fine, but Chalice moving in position. Fiend's Grip is available. He wants to... Yeah, he does actually deny the Bounty Rune.
Nice one.
Yeah, he knows he's going to die. I say that, though. Maybe they can actually kill the zombies. No, the zombies are too fast, too many. Maybe he's coming in with the Haste Rune, and that is going to be second death for Universe.
Oh,
who's going to pick it up?
That is huge for LGD.
Now, they did pick up a mid-tier 1 tower simultaneously, but
that's going to fall like regardless.
Yeah.
Against the Brute. So I think ultimately the Wraith King's ultimate going on cooldown, him dying twice, and those kills, those 2 kills, I think that is what LGD is going to be happy about right now. I was surprised that Envy didn't choose to go to the fight. He was just still farming jungle, and I thought he would actually come to the fight because it felt like that fight Fnatic had to do well. Not sure whether it's the right move, but we'll see. The game goes on. They're going to still pressure the bottom tier 1 with 3 heroes. They have to get this tower, so to get full access into the enemy jungle to control their farm. And in the meantime, X-Nova on the Undying giving his team good wards. Look at the vision. He just plays like a ward. This is very important when you're playing against the Brute. You want to see the Ancients area. Block it if you can, which is what he did.
So far, though, it seems like Abed is more farming on the Radiant side of the Ancient, kind of denying it from the Alchemist.
Bot lane, here comes the next fight.
Tower denied. Huge play here by Chalice. He might pay for it, though. Universe taking quite a bit of damage, and of course, huge brain sap. Yeah, he's going to be dying another time.
Gosh, that is huge.
Highlight Die's going to go down as well. Yeah, they get the tower deny.
I feel like
they get 2 kills.
The move that they're doing here is correct, but they need to bring one more hero. It's going to be the Lone Druid. I don't feel like...
Because the Brute can't move that easily.
Yeah, because the Brute doesn't want to move, but he can move. He can if he just set up like a link of webs down.
Sure.
And because they are playing 3 lanes and they are pressuring, they're doing this correct move, but it becomes wrong when they don't have the numbers to defend, to get the tower, to secure the tower. Because they're losing too many heroes, and the tower got denied. So I'm not sure if that was good for them.
FY gonna pop that win run, but
He's gonna get run down. He has no TP.
yeah. Okay, nice shackle shot.
But the spiders are just gonna kill.
And then the nuke. Okay, well that's support life for you. You run into Brood in the jungle, you just die.
But in the meantime, like I said, they need wards. They have this ward here for Fnatic. They need to have a ward to protect Envy. And see the shrine area. They're gonna scan. They know Arme is still in the vicinity here around the neighborhood, still trying to get as much last hit as he can. Oh, he might actually just die. He can't TP because of the Savage Roar.
Well, if Envy misuses Savage Roar, maybe a Gust TP.
Stand together for the Gust.
Okay, yep, Gust TP, Savage Roar, not gonna be there. Nicely done by Ame.
But can't he just still try to chase for a root? Oh, maybe he just felt like it wasn't worth it. I thought he would at least try. But Ame gets out. So state of the game, Alchemist is like Radiance completed, I think. Yep, he has his Radiance.
Nightmare's gonna come out, and there's gonna be a concoction. Nice spider, my girl. Takes the sleep away from him. He's gonna go to the high ground. Zombies being summoned by the Tombstone. Abed goes further into the trees. He is gonna be fine.
Good use of the Shadow Amulet there by Chalice.
Okay. Looks like FY going on Pylai, who will heal himself for now, but that just means that everyone's gonna go right on him. Savage Roar trying to help out his teammate a little bit. Pylai will die.
Radiance timing, Lumi. This is the Radiance timing.
Honestly, he had it earlier compared to this. Unfortunately, his courier died on delivery. He could have had it about 2 minutes ago.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, Universe gonna get caught here
Does
as
have
well.
an ultimate.
Again, the spider micro here from Abed, pretty nice. As they charge up the hill, but the rest of LGD is setting up camp, making sure that they are staying together and defending each other. As maybe now, or Somnus rather, pressuring that tier 1 shackle shot. Not gonna land here, Abed on the run. He's into a tree, safe for now. Tree's being broken. Universe dropping very low. He does have reincarnation, but they really don't want to use it in this scenario.
Arme getting caught up by the two supports, the Wyvern and the Dark Widow.
Yeah, and they will take him down.
And mid lane, the fight continues. Chemical Ridge is almost down, but they're not going to be able to pursue the matter further. Drow Ranger kill, nice, but the main kill you want to get right now is this pesky Alchemist, this bad Alchemist. This is the hero that you want to take down.
It doesn't seem like Fnatic really has a hero to actually take down Alchemist. And I'm not just talking about now, I feel like for a long time.
FY, plus crown.
Okay. Nightmare.
Pylai
is available.
Pylai, save PJ.
Pylai, unfortunately, did not feel safe enough to come out. He does have Winter's Curse. Any detection available?
Good use again of the Shadow Amulet.
Yeah, it's going to be fine. Looks like Envy will port home and into safety. X-Nova drops the Tombstone on the high ground. The Spiders immediately takes it down. But here comes FY looking for a good shackle off the Spiders. Nope. And now maybe we'll clear up these Spiders for an absorbent amount of gold. I heard a Winter's Curse on the back line. Honestly, though, that Undying is a little bit too tanky. They drop off another stun. And was that a Shadow Amulet? He kind of went invis for a bit.
Yeah, Chalice used it on Undying, on X-Nova.
A lot of hits and misses for both teams.
Envy is thinking that he just wants to farm his Radiance right now, so he has the Relic. But trading farm right now, the Alchemist is definitely going to be much happier from that because of the Reverse Greed. But if you go into super late game with Lone Rave King, you definitely have a lot of damage across your heroes. Even Wyvern is like extremely strong late game. And I think like you mentioned a bit in the draft, like Wyvern is super good against this kind of aura-based lineups or heroes that buy Necrobook. And no one's going to buy Necrobook here, it's just aura from the draft.
Yeah.
They have a lot of damage to kill their teammates.
It honestly doesn't even feel like it's a Drow lineup, given that I think Alchemist is probably the bigger focus here.
He's just a tank, bro.
Drow tank.
The frontliner.
Drow leading a smoke gank with his team. How often do you see that? As they will find Eternal Envy. Gus could start things up. They drop the Tombstone as well. Shackle Shot not actually getting Envy. He's trying to make it to the tombs. Any teleportation scrolls? Okay, he goes down.
He was still fairly tanky there with
looks
the
like,
Battle Cry.
Yeah, looks like his team gave up on him though. No TPs coming in.
I guess this game will be good to have the Ogre, the Ice Armor, because most of the LGD damage is physical. So that would be something that I would look forward to see. Because
I'm not sure what that was about. Now FY in position, looking for a Shackle. We'll find it next to the trees. Curse Crown flying out. Highlight Eye doesn't really have that Winter's Curse, but they will get the first kill. Nice chain stun by Universe, holding it first and then using it right on time.
Okay, so it worked out in the end, but did they get the deny on the tower? No.
I don't think so.
Raiden got the tower. So they lost a core. But even though the Bane's like a core, but it still feels like, you know, support-ish.
Yeah, he falls off pretty fast. Nice tower deny here by Jackie on the top lane. And so far, pretty standard Bane items. This looks like just a really like a rich Bane. Glimmer Cape, Aether Lens. Not anything like huge or luxurious.
I think he's already done his job for the most part in this game. After this, he's just going to be like a setup, camp in the trees, wait for targets to come, sleep. Oh, he's going for Max and Feeble, which is going to be very annoying for the Brood and the Lone Druid.
Is it though? It feels like they have enough summons to get damage elsewhere, right?
True, but it's going to negate a lot of the right-click damage. But like, Brood does a lot of
Brew in
herself,
particular,
you know.
yeah, Brew in particular.
Lone Druid, yeah, sure. The hero probably is just going to stay behind and let the Radiance do damage. But overall, it's going to be annoying for them. Let's look at the other heroes. Universe building a Blade Mill after the Blink standard stuff on Brave King. Goes for the Brave Fire Blast talent. Usually we see the attack speed talent to help you transition more into the core, but this game it feels like he's more like a utility role.
It seems like every time I see Universe, he goes for this talent.
Oh, he doesn't go for the attack speed?
At least I haven't seen it. I haven't really been watching closely. But this is the third time I've seen him go the Ray Fire Blast talent.
So with all the tier 1s down, they'll be looking to go for this Radiance and try to go for... I think you want to try to get Roshan for the Brood, the Aegis on the Brood. This will be the next immediate objective for Fnatic. They have 3 good wards around the map right now. They see the bot jungle, they see the top jungle, and 1 defensive ward here to protect the shrine area here, the tier 1 as well.
Solo kill attempt coming out here. They will set up a nicely stun after the Terrorize. Ame should go down. Curse Crown taking in as well.
Vessel completed. Huge item against the Alchemist.
Oh, Blink coming in and stunning on Highlight Die. He curses immediately, but straight up dies to the Radiance and Acid Spray.
But they do have the Vessel though. They have options to kill this Alchemist
Back
right
in the
now.
mid lane here, FY immediately have to TP out after a Diffusal Blade usage from Abed. And now, here they come. Very aggressive play from Maybe.
Big
Jumps
kill.
in, and that should be a kill, especially with the feed script. If they even need it, they don't. Radiance, and not only is it the hero kill, but
the Helm of Dawn.
spiders too.
And the Helm of Dawn creep, 200 gold.
Yeah, it's just gold. I mean, look at this net worth bar.
How much did the Alchemist just gain? Like,
Alright, show if I recap.
I'm sure he just gained like 1,000 gold.
At least, yeah.
Look at how farm he is. I hear a Shackle. Just on the creep.
Just a bear, yeah.
Yeah, for the bounty runes. This Alchemist is so freaking farmed.
So we're definitely seeing a little bit of deviation in terms of traditional Alchemist builds, right? You don't get the Armlet, you have the Mantis out, and critically you have the Blink, as we've seen here, already getting him a couple of kills.
AC next instead of Shivas. I guess it's fine because there's a lot of right-click damage from you want to give your team armor. Shivas is nice when you have the Octarine, but AC is good too.
Yeah. So does that mean he won't go into Dr. Reen, or he'll still go into it later?
Don't really feel he needs it, but it's kind of nice when you have Radiance and Manta to always have Octarine. Those 3 items always go hand in hand. Smoked up by Fnatic. They just completed the Radiance on the Lone Druid. They
It's
really
hard
want
to fight into Maybe. They do have the Vessel, like you said, but the Mantis out though, that's the problem.
They can maybe try to bait out the Manta with like maybe the Curse Crown or the Bramble. The Vessel has to be the tool to kill down Somnus. He has to be careful with how he uses his Manta.
Okay. I don't know what I've seen in either. Blink, stun, no Manta usage just yet. There's a Terrorize coming out. They haven't dropped the Vessel. They don't need it. Okay, he's dead. Great chain stun here coming out from Fnatic.
Damage. The Lone Druid and the Brood just destroyed the Elk.
Oh.
Oh, and he actually has his plate mail in his backpack and the
Yeah.
Hyperstone outside.
Yeah, okay, so very low armor here. Immediately, Fnatic will go into the Roshan pit. They have the Medallion of Courage. So the damage is going to be fast and furious. LGD checking out. Yeah, checking out the Roche HP. I don't think they have any way to steal it. So all they could do is just watch.
Power shot, steal the last hit of the Roche.
All right, I guess. It's going to be tough.
Oh, this is really, really bad that he died like this. Just a bit too cocky there, because he was so farmed that sometimes in the game you feel like
You're unkillable.
you're so strong that, yeah, you're unkillable. You're not worried at all. Okay, so looking at the draw, I think pretty much you're just gonna wait for the point where the Alchemist gives you the axe. I mean, seriously. Like, he's not gonna be able to do too much right now. Just farm and try to get levels, get whatever item you can. Gus onto DJ here, but he has haste.
Yeah, he had haste rune, so he's fine.
He's going into a Shadow Blade, which is going to be nice because he needs to be able to escape from the Wraith King jumping on him or the Brute running him down.
Chalice on the back line here. Looks like we are moving back to a relatively kind of safe farming phase of the game. Any big item coming out for either side that we should be look out for? Looks like Envy's looking for a Radiance.
MKB maybe?
Okay.
MKB against the Wind Ranger. What else? Not really though. I don't feel like there's any big items gonna come out soon. Maybe AC on Lone Druid, but it's not gonna come soon. They just want to take towers now. Like they have all these tier 2s that they want to take away. Chalice here, gonna pop his Gleamer. Does. They know he's here.
Yeah, they dropped the Tombstone. Tombstone needs to be taken care of immediately. Looks like they just want to back out. Universe is gonna be dead, and now maybe jumping on the back line here. Nice Savage Roar, but Envy's gonna go down. Looks like Reincarnation has triggered, and Universe has blinked away. It seemed like they wanted to fight, and then they just backed out a split second later.
Yeah, because the other two heroes, the Wyvern and the Brute, they were still in the mid lane. They were trying to connect over, run over, but because of this ward here, right here, they saw the LGD saw Fnatic coming over, so they were able to set up TP from the shrine and walk over. So they were able to get ready faster, even though Fnatic had ages, but they weren't ready for the fight. Vision wins games.
Yeah, and now LGD will be trying to breach high ground. They'll definitely hit a couple of times. Lone Druid back in 10. And nice bit of chip damage here for
Wraith King has
LGD.
no ulti though, so there's still a lot of damage being done to this tower. FY?
First crown. Looks like he is going to be dead. There's a Glimmer Cape. Looks like he's fine.
Fnatic does not want to pursue the meta because Wraith King does not have ulti. They're gonna smoke up right away because they understand that the LGD has to retreat to pick up the bounty runes, push out the lane. So this is a very good time to catch out someone. Head into the jungle.
Looks like there's going to be a fight for this bounty rune here. Savage Roar used, but FY already in position. Fnatic, though, does still pick it up. Meanwhile, on the right side, Chalice trying to pour it away, but a huge crit from Universe will secure that kill.
Did he get the bounty? Or he just died?
He just died, yeah.
Without getting the... so it's 2 apiece. Even Stevens. But Fnatic is going to proceed to pressure this tower here. Tier 2 at bottom. They have a really good vision set up in the area. 2 wards, in fact. Not sure I don't like this ward here. This one.
Why not?
It's too near to the other one. I feel the other one's fine here because this is an easy day ward, so I would prefer than the other one here. Can you see? Like
this one over here.
Or here. Or even maybe around this area. Like the top Ancients area here somewhere.
Oh, that ward. We'll see X-Nova swinging by. For now, they will back off from him. Maybe on the top lane, though. Doesn't have that BO2 that Alchemist used to get, but still pressuring. Mid lane looks like there's going to be a big fight breaking out. Tombstone dying immediately. Ame taking a ton of damage. Nice soul rip, keeping him alive for a little bit longer. That Soul Vessel is going to burn him down eventually. Terrorize will push him away. Now they're going to focus on Maybe taking a huge amount of damage.
Oh dear.
Looks like he will get brought down. No, he's going to just walk away thanks to, again, the Glimmer Cape doing quite a bit of work. Highlight that will die, but Abed on the back line cuts down the supports.
Where's the detection? DJ has no detection. Pi buys back.
Wyvern had the detection, and unfortunately he died very early. Solo kill attempt here. FY should go down, and Fnatic just running them down for now. Maybe barely surviving.
I think the Wraith King should have some dust. He's the one going in first. They can't really rely on the position 5 to always carry detection, and no one else on the team is carrying any detection. And this Glimmer Cape is actually only save the Alchemist. The Alchemist would have been such a big kill there.
Yeah. And he kind of just walked away. He wasn't close to be dying, but had they had detection, it would have been a guarantee kill.
Haste picked up by DJ. Maybe not. Gonna give it to someone else. Aegis is timed out. Brute has BKB Solar Crest Diffuser. So what is next? I guess just more damage. Maybe a butterfly.
That MKB you suggested, maybe?
Oh, but MKB is just for the win run. I don't think
there's also the Radiance.
Oh yeah, the
chance.
Radiance. Yeah,
but not sure if that's enough reason.
Yeah,
though.
because when you have BKB, you don't really care about that.
Yeah.
I think it's just more about like getting damage or more stats maybe. He's going for Orchid. Bloodthorn.
Okay.
Guess that helps with the evasion as well. Will be a smoke here by LGD.
Smoke's gonna break.
Want to reclaim some of the map control.
DJ blinks away and, well, he's gonna get stunned. There is Winter's Curse available to kind of bail him out. Blinks forward, Winter's Curse immediately used. Radiance burning DJ down quite a bit. DJ's still hanging around.
Saving private DJ, man.
Yes, that power shot trying to snipe DJ, but he's fine.
He's building into a Scythe of Why. It's going to be a big item to take down the Drow or the Alchemist later. Alchemist is already starting to build his first Aghanims. I think it's definitely for the Drow. The Drow needs it the most.
Okay.
I mean, Wind Ranger is nice, Undying is nice, but give it to the Drow. Army has tanked the whole game, you know. He has a bad game because of you. The Alch has farmed the whole game, killing everywhere. Time to repay the Drow.
That nice bit of HP also very welcome for the Drow Ranger. It's not just about that split shot.
Oh, they didn't get the reward? Oh great, they have the sentry there, but they didn't scout the I thought this one would be the easy reward. They didn't scout it.
Imagine they dropped that during the chase. It was very chaotic.
Yeah, probably. Not the biggest deal for them, but Red King is gonna have his Monkey King bar. I hear a stun being charged up by maybe.
Yeah, they were just looking to make it go offensively.
Yeah, they had a vision like around this area, this ward here. They were trying to go, and Shrine is down, so it's fine for them to take a fight there. The next Roshan is going to be up soon, so both teams have to be very cautious in the next few minutes. They want to control, like if you're LGD, you want to control this area. Maybe put a ward around here. Secure this area so Roshan becomes easier for you. Because they have the Alchemist and Drow. It's very easy for them to get the Rosh quickly.
Spirit Bear being ganked on here by Ame, trying to juke through the trees. Need a little bit more seconds here for the recall. And he's out.
He's out. Maybe not. He wants to get the bounty. Oh dear. Envy. So state of the game at the moment. So the game is moving into late game at the moment. So going into late game, if you look at the heroes overall, Fnatic has, I think all their heroes are great late game, to be honest. The Wyvern, the Willow, Brave King. And he's going to get this Aghanims, which is also going to be huge late game.
He's trying to set up a kill here on maybe.
He has backup though.
Yeah,
Do they have detection? It's not a Glimmer.
They don't.
They have.
Also, there's like two sentries just sitting next to each other. Can they kill maybe though, is the question, or Somnus?
Of course they can with the vessel.
Well, there's BKB now, and Manta.
Oh yes, he just got BKB. Maybe not. Oh, Undying was like so much damage from the spiders.
I guess Fnatic's chance to kill the Alchemist, they really need the Hex from...
oh, he gave it to the Wind Ranger. Okay.
True carry. FY.
I mean, to be fair, that hero is like a carry from the support role.
Sure.
You can influence the game a lot with a lot of farm and a lot of net worth. But the other important thing for LGD is this level 15 talent on their Undying to get the double tombstone. I think this will be crucial for them. If they can get level 15 on Undying before the Roche fight, that would be great. But Roche is going to spawn, so probably not. That would be a great power spike for the overall 5v5 clash. Bane is not going to get anything soon because he's a Bane. Even if you're a core, you're not going to farm.
No, no AOE like you mentioned from the two Bane and Undying.
Bane, yeah, Bane and Undying. So Wind Ranger's going to get the benefit of the extra space to farm.
Scan.
Scanning.
We'll scout out DJ. And I think LGD thinks that Roshan is happening
Yep, so
because of the scan.
Abed just completed Butterfly, so he is super strong right now. They don't have MKBs, right? Do they have MKBs?
I don't think they do.
Drow is building the
Yeah,
MKB, but
Drow.
she doesn't have it yet. So this is a time where they should fight. Take a fight, maybe smoke or try to force Roshan. This is a time where Fnatic, I think they have the edge over LGD in overall team item compositions.
On paper, they can control the Broodmother through the BKB with the Fiend script. But, you know.
I mean, same goes for Fnatic where they have the curse for the Alchemist during BKB.
Sure.
Haven't seen any big curses here from Paradise just yet in this game.
A lot of defensive curses. Jumping forward here, they're going to go right here.
Detection.
Again, Glimmer Cape.
Oh my god.
The lack of dust, like you mentioned. And now it's going to be the fight going on. Great Savage Roar pushing them away. Abed looking for a target. Nice Fiend script, and now he's away from his team. Okay, the heal's coming through. He can probably BKB and run away, but the Chain Stun, there is that curse, but just the rest of AoE and DOT gonna take him down. That is a 80-second death timer with the Roshan spawning, and they want a little bit more. Paladin on the high ground trying to run away.
Go back and scout the Roshan and get it. Why was he so far forward, like alone? Just a Wyvern there with him.
Maybe has a Blink Dagger still, can jump right onto Universe, and he will Blade Mail activated, but that's going to be the first life.
Oh, he used his
Blink Dagger on cooldown, so he won't be able to blink away. Okay, maybe. Gonna stun himself, actually. Maybe they kill him here. Oh. Tower's gonna be there. Great micro from Jackie Mao. The Centaur coming in as well, but FY trades his life for Envy's. Great trade. No buyback being used whatsoever just yet.
Classic Jackie Mao. Great play in one moment, and the other moment getting killed by the enemy support.
I mean, to be fair though, because he took down the Alchemist, they protect Roshan, right?
Kind of true, but I still think they can kill it with Undying and Undying Ultimate.
Yeah, they're going in right now.
Undying Ultimate does a lot for the Roshan. Oh, he doesn't have mana for it. Okay, never mind, but I guess it's not needed.
Yeah, Ame. It's like, guys, I'm still here. Don't forget about me. Nightmare, start things up. But Ame will claim the Aegis for himself and the cheese.
Gosh, that was a very costly mistake by Abed there initially. He ran in and he didn't pop his BKB. He got controlled by the Bane and then followed up with a stun from Alchemist, and he's just gone.
Well, the problem I think it was is they jumped in with the Wraith King,
and
right?
he had no dust. Yeah, I'm saying the Wraith King.
And then the Glimmer Cape once again. Now he's got a gem now, so
yeah, but damage is already done, man. Those two kills, that was so big. So right now, Fnatic has to try and wait out this Aegis. Who got it? Drow.
Drow does, yeah.
They have to wait out this Aegis, but by waiting, I feel like Alchemist is gonna get
more.
He's going for
back to Octarine.
He's going for Octarine. I'm not sure though. I think the important item here is the eggs on the Drow though, because then you can clear out all the summons, all the units from the Lone Druid and the Brood, the Wraith King.
It doesn't seem like the summons is an issue though. Like it just dies to acid spray.
It's like damage though, like in a team fight.
Sure.
And Alchemist, I feel like he's just gonna be tanking majority of the part of the fight. Drow has to step up and do damage.
We're gonna see that team fight one more time here as Universe dies, and then the Bear Army will come in. Savage Roar, in conjunction with the Concoction, and then of course the Centaur Stomp.
Yeah, and look at him.
Unfortunately, he wasn't microing properly as FY just walks in and kills the enemy.
And he was standing in the acid too.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that. But
that seems just like a micro mistake.
He was just really concerned about getting the out kill because it was a really big kill there.
Yeah.
Stops the push. So right now, they have a gem on Wraith King. Did Wraith King buy something? Oh, BKB? Huh, BKB.
He had the Acceptor queued up for a bit, but gonna be a BKB instead. What is he looking to block? The Concoction stun or?
Does he need the BKB? I'm not sure he needs the BKB though. I mean, it's mostly for like the stuns, I guess. The
Nightmare.
Shackler. He feels like he wants to do damage, but I don't think his role here is to do damage. His role is to soak up damage and allow the Brood and Lone Druid to kill stuff, and even the Dark Willow. so I'm not too sure about this BKB.
Okay.
But we'll see how the game goes. I actually rather have like a, but they already have AC.
Maybe the concept is that with the BKB, you can now go on the Bane, and Bane can't control the Broodmother.
Not sure though. I don't think it's that great, but let's just see how the game plays out, how the fights go.
Okay.
Blue is going for Lincoln's.
Makes sense.
Yep, for the grip.
Now LGD using the momentum that they just gained, the fact that they still have Aegis. They're going to take down the tier 2 and threaten high ground. Here we go.
Undying 1 CS away from level 15. Voila. Perfect.
Double tombstone, like you mentioned. Besieging on the high ground, doing quite a bit of damage. And FY with that Aghanim Scepter gets to just walk in, chip the tower even more.
Late meal.
Okay. Is this a self-protection item against FY?
But it's on the laundry. I mean, it's on the bear.
Oh. Now I'm confused.
I don't know. Maybe it could work. I'm not sure. Because his bear is like dying so quickly to the physical damage.
Oh, it's because Drow's been just ganking that bear with Shadow Blade. But can't Drow just survive even through the bear now? Because she has a lifesteal.
We'll find out soon.
You feel like this is going to get to a bear Ags game?
Yeah, why not? If they can't fight head on.
Tombstone being
I
dropped.
feel they are not going to be able to fight head on anymore right now.
What a shackle here from FY.
DJ, you can do it.
Grip's going to be there as well. Look at the damage. My God. Universe dies. He's looking to blink away. Terrorize. He pops a BKB, and now he goes on frontline, but he just dies as maybe just goes right on him. Winter's Curse does nothing as the BKB of... oh, my God. That was...
yep, that's why I didn't like the BKB. Doesn't do anything.
Well, high ground is fully breached here as the bear dies in 1 second as well. Someone called PETA. LGD. Breaking high ground like this tower is paper, because it really feels like it. That's the 2 bow rangers, bow users on the back. 1 angry goblin in the front. Also, the Winter's Curse has not really done too much. Through backdoor protection they go. LGD claims the first lane of Rex. Again, this series is super important for both teams, as currently LGD sitting on the 4th slot of their group. LGD takes the 2nd lane of Rax. And I just don't see how this Lone Druid lineup really gonna do anything, okay? Pretty nicely done. Nightmare though, again, keeping him alive. Glimmer Cape as well. Nova just sitting in front, he's like, take me guys. Double tombstone time. The bear dies for a 2nd time, by the way, so Lone Druid out of a friend for a while now. Willow blinks in, trying to get the kill. They will get X-Nova, but that's a tombstone that they now to deal with.
He wants to die?
Yeah. All right, they will send the spiders in. Universe blinks in and takes a bunch of damage. Nice Shackle Shack, grabbing 2. Maybe says, all right, I'll go in for that. He switches target very quickly, going on Eternal Envy, who tries to kill the tombstone. Not going to be enough. The whole team dies. Universe will come back. Okay, first, great curse, but maybe perhaps a little bit too late, as Universe will go down a 2nd time. They will take down maybe, though. Abed healing a little bit back here, but Ame now in the front. He will get the Diffusal Blade. Aegis has already triggered, and Ame should go down. Nope. They take down the Broodmother. Gem hits the deck. And I do believe LGD has broken Fnatic. Curse Crown flies out. FY is on the run. And X-Nova, did he buy back for this?
Yep.
Okay. He has Tombstone again. Probably will just lob it out.
And suicide for the team.
Yeah. He's just gonna just run at them. Buy back on the Broodmother. Looking to defend, but the Aghanims on FY, man.
The 2 supports are killing the base.
They are straight up. The Aghanims on FY is so huge. X-Nova says, take me, guys. On the back line, they're looking to kill FY. They should be able to easily do so now that he's stunned up.
Dude, they're like just running past him.
X-Nova can't TP out for a couple more seconds.
Oh, that was hilarious.
He has Ghost Scepter available as well, but looks like he could just TP home now. All right.
Okay, he just got totally ignored here. Ran in, everyone was like, I'm dying?
Nope.
Nope, no thank you. Not on the menu for us. We want FY.
Oh, they have
Dire's
one
middle
range
tower
racks left.
is under attack.
This is looking quite impossible for Fnatic.
Oh, you never know. When it looks impossible, it becomes possible for Fnatic.
I guess. But the heroes are not really bringing a lot to the table, you know?
And the
Dire
itemizations.
Yeah.
are scanning.
I guess it's just the Wraith King. Everyone else is... the blade mail is a bit suspect, but I can understand after watching the fights. But Pi hasn't been getting a lot of good ultimates. They have to get a big ultimates to be able to win the fights. At least a decent one. The last one was the first decent one in the whole game. He killed the Bane right away.
I mean, if you could kill the Undying or the Bane or even Wind Ranger right away, that is...
Yeah, like and we saw how useless was the BKB on the Wraith King too. Like he just died in the fight. It didn't help him at all. You'd rather have maybe a halberd even.
Sure.
So at the moment, state of the game is Roshan is going to be spawning soon. This is the third Roshan.
All right,
Second.
Fnatic wants to have one final fight.
Yeah, they have to get ready for. They can't give away the Roshan.
Okay, Blink Hex available here, and they're trying to take down the Undying. Great Force Staff Glimmer Cape again.
And the detection, non-existent, again. Oh, there's a gem. They actually have a gem.
Yeah, Willow had the gem,
but he actually ran back.
He got pushed into the pit, which they
okay,
lost vision. So
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
Aghanims for Ame, please.
Dire's top shrine.
what
has
if
fallen.
they just give it to like Undying?
I'm done. if he gives it to Undying, I'm just literally done.
All right, here we go. The fight's going to happen again. They're going to try to push him away, but it's going to be Glimmer Cape. What a two-man sign coming out from Maybe. He switches target to Universe. In the front line, DJ taking quite a bit of damage. A Curse not doing that much again. Universe going to get brought down. Abed on the back line trying to man fight. Can't win the man fight against Maybe. Great blink away, but that stun will follow. BKB use. Abed's on the run, but they just call GG. Fnatic's had enough. And LGD looks insanely powerful off the back of Maybe's Alchemist.
Early game laning phase, I think, went okay for Fnatic, but I didn't like the fact that after they secured bot, Pi TP top ASAP to try and secure. Actually, I think overall that's not a very big deal because after he pulled a wave, Envy actually got some extra farm, so he actually did help him a little bit. But the main thing is after they went back to bottom, they didn't really smoke. I had an issue with not smoking to invade the jungle. They went to put the wards, but they didn't smoke in, so they were scouted. I felt that was not good for quite a big mistake for Fnatic. They didn't use the smoke, and then when they were pressuring the bot tier 1, which was correct, Envy didn't join that fight. I understand that he was farming the Radiance, but I felt like he needed to be at bottom because he already secured the tier 1 at top, and he was at that point of time merely just pushing the lanes and just jungling. And then they didn't have enough heroes at bottom lane to get the tier 1. They did get the tier 1, but I think it was denied, and they lost Universe and DJ. And Paladin. They lost all 3 heroes.
Yeah.
So that was a really huge blow for them. The move was correct, but they needed more heroes, and Envy had to be at bottom because Brood didn't really want to move there, or Brood could have moved there last if there was an actual fight that they could actually take.
I also felt like another crucial mistake was that during a fight in the mid tier 2, they killed the Drill Ranger with the Vessel, and they were about to kill the Alchemist, and then Glimmer Cape came out.
Oh, no detection.
No detection there. Pilot died a little. He had 2 sentry, but he died, I think, before that happened.
Yeah, the Wraith King, like I said, the Wraith King or the Dark Widow had to have dust.
Right. So had they killed both Drow and Alchemist there, they take the tier 2, they probably take Roshan. Would have been a very different game.
Because they had a really good start towards the game, and not to mention the fact that the one death by Abed as well in the mid lane where he dove in after they didn't have dust. That also was like so big.
that was So a lot of kind of rusty mistake coming out from Fnatic, but that's gonna do it for game 1. We're gonna take a short break. Game 2 is coming up next. Again, this series is super important for both teams. I think now both Fnatic and LG has the exact same score at 6 and 5, I believe. So they're on the 3rd and 4th slot of their group. So this is gonna be a very important one. We'll take a short break, guys. We'll be back for the next one. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Fnatic versus LGD. Both teams are tied at 6 and 5. This is a super important match. Again, I think Fnatic right now is 3rd place, LGD is 4th place on the winner side. Every game matters for this group, and of course for the other group, which we'll talk about Group B in a bit for our next series. But let's hop into the game. Draft is on the way, and Fnatic will have Radiant as LGD has the first pick overall.
Yeah, they actually chose Radiant. So I want to talk a little bit about that. Like, I think the difference between Radiant and Dire now, what I feel is like on the Radiant side, it's easier you have closer access to the Roshan. Because when you TP into the shrine, I feel like it's easier for you to move over to, to give backup to whoever's already in the Rosh pit that already started the fight. Whereas for Dire, you have to like travel a little bit further away because your shrine is deeper into the jungle. But the difference is like the Dire side has this triple camp on the bottom side
The
of
triangle farming.
triangle farming. So Dire is, I think in theory, better for like the Lunas, the Gyros, if you plan to pick this kind of heroes. But we won't see Luna, maybe Gyro.
Sure.
Like heroes that can abuse that triangle.
Can we show the draft? There we go. All right. Nobody wants to look at us. Everyone wants to look at the draft. But can you talk about the Radiant versus Dire for laning? Because I feel like this is a very laning-specific patch. Is there one side of the map that you think it's more favorable?
10 seconds remaining.
That one is hard though. There's a lot of like different opinions on this, but I feel it's like
5
quite
seconds
equal.
remaining.
Okay.
The mid lane, maybe the mid lane. I'm not that because I'm not a mid player. I don't understand that mid lane too much. But for the side lanes, I think it's quite even for both sides. What you can do on the Radiant and the Dire, but I know some players prefer the Radiant off lane, and some players prefer Radiant just because you're looking upwards. There was that's a term for that because your brain. That's how your brain works.
Did you play that mutation where they flipped the map?
No.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, I'm not playing this. This is my brain can't comprehend.
Yeah, but I think the most important things is the Radiant for Deroche and Dire has the triangle farming.
Okay. Well, first phase now, Meepo ban. What do you make of this Kato ban, by the way? This seems a little bit suspect.
I think because Fnatic has done Koto BB in scrims. I think Koto BB is very strong dual lane. Because the meta right now is a lot of it is about who can come up with the better dual lanes. What heroes work really well with each other. So you have this strong pairing. Like Koto plus Bristleback is one of the strongest pairings in the game.
Okay. And we all know that Fnatic loves to play Bristleback.
Jackie likes to play.
PSG.LGD.
All right, Dry Ranger ban here.
So there's a lot of stuff in the pool. Necro. Ursa, Weaver. Weaver is I think one of the strongest ones right now available. Surprised they removed the Wyvern. I guess they just one draw, but even though Palada did not play a good Wyvern the last game, he had a fairly poor performance on the hero. But still, I told you, I really like the hero right now.
We saw when he did land those good curves, it was just insta-wiping a hero. It was just tough for him to find those good curves. That last game was relatively chaotic.
And Fnatic lost with Brute. That probably would signal that they would shy away from the hero. Oh, they picked Tiny, so I guess Weaver is going to be picked right away. I think Weaver against Tiny is like it goes both ways, right? Because Tiny you have high burst, high magic burst. You can actually kill the Weaver before he gets the time lapse or whatever off. But in the laning phase, it's very annoying for Tiny because you have no armor, not very low armor. You have 0 base armor, so you get abused by the bugs
10 seconds remaining.
in the lane. And
I mean, by the same logic, you could just dodge the lane as well, right?
Yeah, but it's a bad. I'm just trying to say it's a bad lane matchup for him.
Okay.
Fnatic's turn to pick.
Okay, we are going to see that Weaver. So I've seen Eternal V buy things like Hood in this matchup.
Why not?
Simply just to make
as
sure
long as you don't die,
combo.
you click your R, you're Gucci.
Right.
So CM Weaver, quite a good pairing in my opinion, one of the better ones.
PSG.
Where are they gonna go? Venge Weaver.
Okay, minus
this
armor.
is also really good,
Yeah.
because minus armor.
Very short range between the two of them. Well, we'll see if they stick it
I would
together.
say CM and Weaver, the lane is stronger, but Weaver and Venge has more killing potential because of the minus armor and the stun. CM is more like you have more lane control, you have more harass. Obviously, the mana is great for the hero, the aura.
5 seconds remaining.
But all in all, can't really complain too much about the bench with Weaver. For LGD, what would be the answer here? There is okay, they go for silencer. Not bad. I mean, it's one of the
counters to Weaver.
semi counter. Yeah.
The idea, I guess, is you have Tiny go on the Weaver and you global at the same time, right?
You force the Weaver to get a BKB this game.
Yeah.
And it also counters the bench swap save.
Okay.
Any defensive support doesn't want to play against silencer.
Very good laner as well.
Mm-hmm.
Curse is great. Glaives is great.
He got buff a lot, so it's pretty good.
5 seconds remaining.
Can be played in another position, I want to say, but even though I've never seen it, but I think silencer, it's always viable to play him as like a mid hero in certain situations, but we don't see it that often.
I don't think I've seen it at all from LGD. So
yeah, not from LGD, but I've seen it from VP back some time ago, when no one played it. But it was against a specific matchup like OD.
Fnatic's turn to ban.
do you have to draft a certain way now that you see a silencer? Like heroes that are not as combo oriented, or heroes that could buy BKB, for example?
Not really though. I mean, it'll be. You still need to focus on like the lanes. The lanes is still like the important things. I mean, it'll be nice if you can pick a good laning hero and the hero does well against silencer along the game too. Like having gap closers. I think gap closers are good heroes. Are good kind of heroes against silencer. You want to be able to single the silencer out, force him to pop a very bad, like maybe a defensive global, because you don't want the global to be like, oh, they're coming in on us. Tiny blinks in or whoever blinks in, like a storm runs in.
Right.
And then global, okay, GG, someone's dead. You don't want that kind of situation to happen if you're playing against a silencer. And Weaver is a good hero that can go behind enemy lines and go for the silencer first. But like you said, it goes both ways, because if they go on the Weaver first and global, GG, he's dead if he has no BKB or Manta.
Fnatic takes out the Dragon Knight.
Yep, high armor hero. They have a lot of minus armor, so understandable that they take him out. Undying Visage, those are heroes that Fnatic like to pick and play a lot, because they have this bench kind of lineup hero where they want to be able to group up and push. So Undying Visage, all these kind of heroes like synergizes really well with the bench. Or they can maybe, I think the other option would be go for Lycan, put Weaver on off lane.
Okay.
Then go for like Lycan push draft. That would be also something I think feasible for Envy, and it's one of his better heroes as well. Apart from Terrorblade, Weaver, Lycan, these are the three heroes that I think he plays best.
I rarely see them doing that kind of swap though, because whenever they have a Weaver,
I mean, I've seen Universe play it, but it's not often.
Yeah.
I agree. It's mostly Jackie's hero, but it could be a possible solution here. Like Silencer does not do well against kind of push lineup. You want to play like a more long game, slow game, team fights, scaling. That's when Silencer shines a lot.
The Wraith King still in the pool that Fnatic seems to like to pick up quite a bit. They have a ban here and they go immediately into a pick. So do you think we're going to see the Universe Wraith King?
Possible.
Seems pretty good against Silencer.
Yep. Can kill him easily in the lane as long as you have a good partner. There's the Wind Ranger available, Dark Willow available. Both are really good with the Wraith King. Definitely, I would say bread and butter for Fnatic at the moment.
All right, taking out the Necro. And will we see Universe's hero here, or maybe one of DJ's pickup?
It should be either the Dark Willow or the Wind Ranger here, I think. Based on how I see them picking heroes for the past few games.
It seems relatively difficult to play Willow against Silencer, though, right? Because a lot of your defensive capability.
Yeah, it's annoying, but like I said, I value the laning phase more. And if you plan to go for like Wraith King, then you want those kind of aggressive support that can kill.
Okay.
Spending a lot of time on it, though. It's like 40-second reserve time there. I mean, it's generally not a good sign if a team is using up a lot of reserve time this early.
PSG.LGD.
Okay.
That was CM.
So who's the 4 here?
I guess they both can be the 4.
Okay.
I would maybe prefer CM to be a 4 this game, because CM can. I think CM can carry the game more than with items, more than the bench with items.
CM getting the 15 to get that huge GPM talent is also
And
really
like
nice.
I mentioned before, CM with Weaver is extremely good. You give him the mana. Weaver does do a lot more with the Arcane Aura.
5 seconds remaining.
Significantly a lot more.
You're not really as pressured to pick up one of those mana regen items Sometimes you get it from like a Lincoln's, for example, but this doesn't look like a Lincoln's game.
No, I think you wanna get Manta,
Yeah. Manta BKB-ish kind
Manta
of.
BKB diffuser. Those are kind of. I think that those are the items that I would be thinking of this game. I think I'll get diffusal. Maybe if the game is bad, then I will be thinking about rushing a BKB. I remember we casted one game. Someone went first item BKB. Who was?
Yeah.
I think it was Paparazzi, if I'm not mistaken. They lost.
It was
it.
on Weaver, yeah.
Yeah. Not too big of a fan of that, but I can understand why. I remember there was like so many spells that he was really worried of, so he got a first item BKB.
The funny thing about this draft is that Fnatic's just picking all these squishy insta-kill heroes for Tiny to combo.
That's what I said. Like
Yeah.
teams are thinking a lot about the lanes. They're thinking about the lanes. The lanes come first. Like all this kind of like, oh, they can kill us easily, or this hero is worrying about that. Those kind of worries come later.
Later,
They
okay.
want to secure the lanes. The lanes has to be good so we get a game.
All right, well, I guess the question now becomes is, can you shut down this Tiny with your...
Yep, they have a lot of lockdown and initiation, and that is the kind of heroes that you want when you have silencer, so that you can use the global, like I mentioned, offensively. You kill one hero,
10
global,
seconds
no one can
remaining.
save him.
And you're a big fan of Earthshaker, right?
5
You mentioned
seconds
picking up the
remaining.
Stout Shield, walking
Yeah.
in lane, soaking up spells.
Tank
and
damage.
Earthshaker never felt like a really tanky hero, but
You can trade well because of the regen right now. You have the extra regen, so they go for Spectre. So we was indeed going to be on another position,
row, yeah.
another lane. Okay, not another row, but another lane. Like I said, it's just 3 lanes right now, I feel. Dota is just 3 lanes. You can have 3 cores.
Fanatics turn
Spectre, one of
Ooh,
yep, the counter towards the Spectre. We'll
Okay.
pick Terrorblade because of the reflection. And so as Spectre, you need to get Manta, so you can remove the reflection. Because once you dispel it, or Lotus, someone gets a Lotus, they cast the dispel on you, the illusion goes away. Or the other thing you can do is, we've already seen this, the Manta diffusal build instead of the Radiance build. So that you are like,
remaining.
you come online much faster. You can fight the Terrorblade better.
5 seconds remaining.
and it feels
But
like this,
reflection will still be a problem, but you are much more high tempo. You're faster. You don't have to farm so much.
this game he's probably going to get Manta anyways, just for the silencer as well. So the Manta's going to have to do double duty.
So Fnatic is going to have last pick here, and because it's a Terrorblade, you're looking at a hero that can deal with Terrorblade well. Like Zeus, Tinker, those are the heroes that come to my mind. Timbersaw as well, but Timbersaw will depend on the lane, so sometimes you can't really pick.
PSG.LGD's turn to
Bat Rider,
crown.
Spectre is very annoyed by the Bat Rider in the lane, so understandable.
And
But
there's
CM and
the-
Spectre is a fairly strong lane, so that's how I feel they will go with. Venge will be with Weaver on the off lane, and CM will be with Spectre on the safe lane.
Yesterday, Fnatic had a huge issue against SRF's
Bat
Bat
Rider.
Rider. It was insane. And this time,
10 seconds.
if the Bat
remaining.
Rider is picked up, he even has the Silencer Global as a backup too. So
5 seconds remaining.
So it's just tiny off lane, maybe could be okay against Spectre. I think it's more of like the lanes. Like they have to figure out if they can actually pressure the Spectre, or they want to have someone else on the off lane and put Tiny mid. Those are the things that they're definitely considering right now. Like Earthshaker and Tiny does not sound like a super
seconds
scary
remaining.
lane, because like it's like 2 melee heroes like running around.
5 seconds remaining. Turn to pick.
all right, Pugna's gonna be the
So,
final pickup. Another hero that can
I-
pressure very well.
So I guess this is the wait. I'm not sure anyway, because both of these can be swapped around. But I would have I would prefer Pugna and Earthshaker on the off lane to lane against the Spectre. That's me. My personal preference.
Tiny mid, terribly
Ah.
safe lane.
10 seconds
Okay,
remaining.
so what is
5
our bet going to
seconds
play here
remaining.
against Pugna? I mentioned Zeus, Timbersaw, Tinker. Those are heroes that are really good against Terrorblade.
Gonna be a Timbersaw.
Choose your hero.
2 strength heroes. How does the lane work though? Oh, it's not. So it's gonna be a Pugna off lane. So it's a mid Tiny.
Yeah, and Tiny's gonna have quite a bit of issue, right, against Timbersaw?
I'm not sure though. Tiny is a very strong laner. You don't really have to hit the Timber, so you just need a last hit, and you have the tree grab. So and Timber has shitty like right click damage.
Okay. So you think that Abed's going to get kind of outlasted for the first couple of lanes?
Yeah, the first, I think, 2 to 3 waves. Until he has a second point in reactive, I think Tiny should be dominating the lane. Once he gets 2 points in reactive, the lane will be starting to stabilize, and you can start to trade more efficiently with, on top of things, you have the CM aura to spam your Whirling Death. But it's going to be, like I said, the Pugna plus Earthshaker off lane. I think this 2 is actually pretty good together to pressure the Spectre and CM. They have a lot of like bursts. You can decrab Fissure into a blast that's gonna have a very high possibility to kill the CM if she steps out in the wrong position. But at the same time, CM and Spectre is quite a decent lane. You can spam the lane out with the Nova and the Dagger to secure the range creep last hit. But so is the Pugna and Earthshaker. Earthshaker, you can use the Fissure to secure. I talk about this a lot because I think it's absolutely important to secure the last hit on the range creep with a spell, with a hero with a spell. That's why you always see in the early game, if you take notice, heroes are just putting so much emphasis on using that spell to get the last hit on the range creep. Very important. If you get the first 2 like range creep denied, it puts you in such a huge advantage in the laning phase.
It also comes down to whether Fnatic is going to send 3 heroes to the off lane to begin the game. They generally do that and then
secure the 2 runes.
Yeah, secure the 2 runes, and basically Envy is on his own for the first wave or so. We'll see if that...
But he's Spectre this time.
I think they might have to adjust a little bit and probably
But
CM.
I think I brought this discussion with you a little bit. When you're Spectre, sometimes I feel like you getting farm is... I mean, obviously you don't want to get into like the trashiest early game ever, but I feel like you just need to have like a 50-50 lane, or maybe 60-40, 60 to the enemy and 40 to you. You lose the lane a little bit. As long as your teammates are farming well, that's when Spectre will be able to get back into the game. But if you compare it to Spectre being farmed, you win the lane, you crush the lane 7-3, 8-2, but your teammates lose the other lanes, you will still feel helpless because that's how Spectre works. You want to use the Horn to help your team, but if your teammate is losing their lanes and they're not having a good game, you can't use Horn to do that. And then you will feel like, oh, I can't actually do shit in the game. Compared to, oh, I have a shitty lane, my teammate's having a good lane, they make a fight happen at top. Oh, guys are Horn, give me the kill, thank you. Thank you very much, I cast the last hit, and then the game's good, you know?
30 seconds to
We'll see if his teammates is going to have good lanes.
I mean, Universe, I think it's going to get a good lane though. Like Weaver and Venge together against this Silencer. When TB has no meta, he has no lane.
Yeah, that's pretty much. We kind of talked about why we don't see Terrorblade, especially even when Fnatic, one of the best Terrorblade teams in the world, they don't pick him. So we're going to see a little bit of fight here for the Rune.
They didn't do the 3-man thing now, so they might not get 2 runes. Oh no, never mind, Universe PogChamp secures the rune for his team.
Yeah, outright clicks it and gets the rune.
But he took so much damage though. Sometimes I hate that. I really hate that when I get contested in the rune and I have to burn like at least 2 or 3 tangles. Yeah. It hurts a lot for the laning phase. And here FY. Oh, this is great. This is good. So he's gonna block the creep. This I've seen this a few times. So he forces the creep to go to the tower. So
well,
what happens?
Not if Jackie blocks it himself.
Fnatic has to block this creep wave, but he's gonna take damage by doing that.
Nova
well
pressuring him away, and then tower.
Range creep. Look at the range creep. Can he deny the range creep? He's gonna push the wave in, Chalice. That is what you have to do right now to get the level 2 faster. He pops the Fissure right away, just to harass the Spectre here.
Oh, Nova.
Oh my god, he got 2 creeps. He got both creeps. Jackie.
It's fine, man. They got the experience.
No
Experience is what it counts.
Yep, that is true. And so the lane is going to be a-okay for the Spectre here. Almost going to be on his way to his level 2. The second range creep comes here.
Oh.
Okay, oh.
Pylai knows what's up, man. He's like...
Okay, and then the Fissure on the range creep.
Oh,
okay.
He got it. It's literally a fight for the range creep.
Oh, okay, they denied.
FY runs in for the last hit, did not get
Fnatic victory. They have level 2 first. So this lane is going great for them. And what about top lane? Universe is 4-1, 1 deny. Terrorblade is 2-1. So Fnatic
yeah, but Terrorblade's out of meta, so...
Yeah, Fnatic again doing really well on the top lane. So both the side lanes going really well for Jackie's team. And LGD on the other hand, the Tiny, like I mentioned, is doing okay against the Timber here. Until Timber gets more levels. But Timber is actually having more CS, but just like 1 CS extra. So I count mid 50-50 and Fnatic winning the side lane, so that's great for them
Yeah.
so far. Glyph.
Glyph for a last hit on
Glyph
the
is for
bottom.
which lane?
I think it was
Bot lane?
bottom. It might have been for mid. Maybe, as well as Abed changing some spell. There's a regen move up top. Abed sees it, so he just runs toss back.
Though. Bot lane also going on. FY running in. Paladai, he's getting low. The tower shot! And he gets the first blood, and Paladai escapes. Big turn of events there for bottom lane. They were already winning the lane, and on top of things, now they get the first blood onto the Spectre.
Paladai does have a tiny bit of regen left. Deny for the... Yeah, they get the range deny as well. Yeah, this bottom lane is going quite well.
Okay.
Of course, Nova.
And another range creep. Thank you very much.
Oh, man. Is this the patch to play support like Paladai is playing? Just blasting Paladai, juking the trees. The blast should take him down. Not sure exactly how they got the vision. And now Envy pops a huge one. He should be okay. The tower helping him out a bit.
Range creep. The importance of the range creep, Lumi. Deny the range creep. Last hit the range creep. This is what shapes the laning phase right now. The first few waves, very important. If you actually don't control well the first few waves, the lane just snowballs out of control.
Magic Missile up top. Ame taking quite a bit of damage here.
Six charge.
We'll have to use it, but
Oh,
Weaver
here
goes
comes the
forward.
bugs.
The right clicks should
At
be
the
enough.
bugs,
One
yes,
more.
bugs.
Okay, no,
never
Terra
mind.
is going to get it. And
Okay.
now the Bugs perfectly placed. We'll get X-Nova as well. That was planned.
Yep, and 2 points on the Terra as well, on DJ. This is great for the lane specifically. And mid
Back
lane,
in the mid lane, solo kill by Abe.
they are actually winning all 3 lanes right now after that kill. CS-wise, still 50-50 between the Timber and the Tiny, but that solo kill puts Timber ahead in the driver's seat. Once you get level 6 on the Timber, this lane is over for Summoners.
Yeah. Abed going for the top rune.
Regen? Nice.
Double damage. Not bad.
Yep, definitely helpful for the lane. Oh gosh, I think this is gonna. He's gonna get this DD until he has level 6, and he's just gonna. Tiny is just gonna have a hard time starting from now on. So what can they do here? They have to try and get maybe a kill happen in one of the side lanes. I guess the Pugna Shaker lane has the higher chance of securing a kill. Maybe even moving the Silencer down bot here to fight during the 5-minute rune. Because I think if they keep status quo right now, 2 top, 2 bottom, they are not going to get any single bounty runes. I feel like that they can't even fight for the top bounty rune. So I think what they should be doing here is to move X-Nova and a Silencer to the bot lane. Get 3 heroes on 1 lane, secured at least these 2 bounty runes.
FY getting nuked down pretty hard.
Oh, he has no
Nova.
TP. Never mind, he has no TP. They're not going to get any of the runes, I think. Or maybe just 1. Okay, just 1.
Fnatic is
But
running right at LGD.
Oh,
Fissure,
dear.
no mana for that.
Oh, they're 0.
Dagger coming in. Chalice looks like he might just go down. Envy gaining on him. He does not have the breach of speed. Chalice, ooh, they popped the shrine early as well, trying to give them that
Paladai
long-range
has been
regen.
having fun in this bot lane, getting range creep, getting hero kills.
Yeah. Back in the mid lane here. Maybe. Has a big magic wand. We'll use it. Barely surviving that
And top
engagement.
2 runes is Fnatic as well, right? So they got, 4 runes.
4 runes. I gotta say, this is probably one of the strongest start I've seen in this TI from one team. And generally, games just get completely lopsided after a start like this. We talked about the importance of Tiny having a great game here for LGD because an early blink would mean you get a ton of kills, but it doesn't look like he will have that start.
Nope, not anymore. He's still CSing fairly well, but he's getting pressure a lot, taking a lot of damage every time he gets a CS because of the Chakram harass with the CM aura, the Whirling Death. I think with or without the dagger, the Tiny has to be the one moving around to help the side lanes. The side lanes are going to have a really tough time. Meta is going to end for Ame, so that means he's going to be useless for a while. And bot lane,
Oh, Envy trying to go for the deny on the siege unit, and they barely survive. Shrine is available for Fnatic. Probably will walk there together and take it. Top lane, though, looks like Abed has came in with the haste rune, gets the 1 kill on Terrorblade, and we'll get a secondary one on X-Nova. Fnatic defecating all over LGD right now.
is as good as it gets for the laning phase.
Yeah.
Great rotations, rune control. The next step is just warding. They want to get wards around the jungle, the enemy jungle. Because right now, because the Terrorblade lost his lane, next step, jungle. So Fnatic needs to just go there, put some wards, control the jungle, If the Terrorblade can't even farm the jungle, it means he won't have a game at all.
Well, even if he's jungling, he won't have a game for a while. It's gonna take a while to...
Yeah, and Envy is gonna have level 6 in maybe a minute or so, minute or two, and the Horn can be used to kill the Terrorblade next.
So do you think we're gonna see Fnatic smoke gank enemy jungle, drop a couple of wards, haunt in for a kill?
Just walk into place the wards for the moment, I think. Okay. Smoke is a bit difficult because CM can't really leave bot lane.
You talked about maybe needing to rotate. He's definitely rotating in right now. Nova flashing across...
They have a TP on the Weaver and the bench if they force the issue too much. But they don't really want to move.
Okay, well, they're definitely diving in right now. Pylai Die drops a Nova, gets a last hit, and...
Jackie's gonna say goodbye to Pi.
Maybe not here. Okay, he's saying goodbye as Pylai Die.
Is that backup? Okay, no, so it's goodbye. But, you know, he takes it for the team, as usual. Jackie gets out. They were able to hold the tower for now. And they place the ward, the deep ward here by DJ. Sees Army farming in the jungle. Still has no boots.
On the top though, they will want X Nova instead. That's going to be a magic missile. A couple of right clicks here. Universe will pick it up with the bug.
This is real bad. Tiny, tiny, tiny. He's the savior, the only savior that PSG.LGD has right now.
Not sure if that savior is going to come online quickly enough. He's trying to jungle his way to power trick. Not even Blink Dagger.
Envy almost has Haunt. If they can actually kill the Terrorblade, okay, Terrorblade moved away. But he moved to mid lane. He might still be in trouble. Spectre is if he clears this wave, he's going to get his level 6. He has enough mana for Haunt. Does he have enough mana for Haunt? Yes, he does.
Chalice is so low right now.
Oh, the spam, the CM spec, this lane. Do not underestimate CM and spec. And look at Chalice, but Somnus gets the all-important last hit on the tower, goes in for the kill.
And gets a hero kill as well. Not too bad here. All right.
Okay, Haunt is online. They should be looking to kill the TB now. TB has no Sunder. Obviously, they don't know about that. Jackie TP's back to base to heal, so he has his Haunt and Dagger up. We will be looking to use it maybe on the top lane.
Ame has a point saved. Yeah,
oh, okay,
so
okay.
He technically has it.
So top lane, we're going to see a Haunt fairly soon in 10 seconds. Abed is moving to top. He's getting armor charges on the neutral creeps. They're going to make a dive soon, but it seems like PSG sniffs it out. They saw, oh, they have a ward in the mid lane, so they saw Abed.
Chakram's gonna miss. Han's gonna come out. They get the one
Give
kill.
me the last hit!
X Nova. They're diving. Looks like he's gonna just give it up, and we'll go back to the bottom side.
Give me the last hit. Never mind. I have creeps at bot lane.
Hard to get the last hit from Timbersaw, who does so much damage so quickly.
Okay, so Abed has a hood. Arcane boost up. 10 minutes soon gonna be arriving soon. LGD is bringing 3 heroes in to secure the top rune, but this Timber is so freaking strong right now. Oh, they get the rune.
Chalice is gonna be here. Live training against Abed, who is absolutely fine. Meanwhile, it looks like Universe has picked off X Nova on the back line. He's going on to Pugland as well.
Okay, LGD has 3 runes.
Pugna's on the run. Pugna will pay for those 3 runes. and dying. There's the 4th rune on the map still available. Meanwhile, Pylai died chasing down other heroes. Gonna be a race to the haste rune. And Abed secured it himself. But Blink Avatar's here. Can they actually get the kill? No, Abed pops a magic wand, and he now wants to turn it the other way. Chain doing quite a bit of damage. Chakram's gonna be there as well, but cooldown of maybe coming back online soon.
Yep. And on top of that, before Pylai left bot, he plays a ward to protect his jungle so the Spectre can farm this lane. Without this ward, you see Envy's position, he's not going to feel confident farming around this area. So this is also really important to secure the Spectre some farm in the bottom area. And his team should be playing in the middle and the top area. Horn is still on cooldown, but the 4 of them can fight without Horn. They're still really strong because they won all their lanes. Tiny has Blink. That is the only hero so far right now that has a game for LGD.
Yeah, and he's trying his best to do what he can for the team. So far, has picked up a kill too, had a tower as well.
So far, so good.
Yeah,
for him. Got a sentry.
Looks like we're gonna see a big smoke wrap around here.
Yep, they managed to find a D-bot as well. That's really important.
He is gonna get absolutely surrounded. They ping out the real one. Tiny bit of slow. Pylai Die trying to get into.
That's a fast hero.
That is a Crystal Maiden trying to chase down someone else.
With no track codes. Yeah. Good awareness there by Ame. being able to escape that sticky situation. Really don't want to die there. Pops his meta to farm Ancients. And now has a long way to recover. Spectre gonna... Oh, Spectre has the Tomb of Knowledge. The Tomb of Knowledge, okay.
Pi walks up a hill and just dies. That's
a solo kill?
unfortunate. That's a solo kill.
I guess he walked past the wall or something. That was the ward there.
He was walking up a hill.
Just look at this. This is the kind of wards you want to have when you're losing the game. Look at this defensive wards. They cover the entrances mostly, so you can actually defend your own jungle and farm.
Oh, that thought here. There's going to be a fight. Tossing back into FY's Enchant Totem. They trying to... Oh, the swap away! He dodges the Echo Slam. Now the Han's going to come through Global, though. We'll make sure that he does not come Han in. Somnus in a lot of trouble. A Spectre has already joined the fight. They will grab 2. And DJ, magical swap, saving both himself and getting the 2 kills for his team. Wow.
That's why they say DJ is the real carry of this team.
Pailai once again walks up a hill and dies.
Okay. Has got a slot. He has no items so far. Just a brown boost. He really wants to get a ward because what he wanted to do there was they just want to fight. He was thinking, they're probably retreating from this area because they just lost 2 heroes here. Wants to go into the enemy jungle, place the ward because their ward got dewarded here earlier. So if you look at Fnatic's map, they don't have ward, they don't have vision in this jungle, so they really want to get a ward there, which is really important. Here comes a Tiny, blinks in, Avatos, another swap.
It's gonna be there, and he just TPs out of there.
Yep, and Envy almost gonna have his hood. That's perfect against the Tiny. It's gonna make sure that he almost never dies to the Tiny alone.
So Hood Radiance is gonna be his build. So far, no signs of Diffusal Blade or Manta.
I'm not sure if I like it too much. I guess because they're winning, they're like 1 or 3 lanes. It's okay. They're gonna have a lot of ample time to farm big items like Radiance, and Radiance is gonna destroy Earthshaker, like a hero that relies on blinking. What is Universe gonna go? She's gonna go for another.
Seems like just HP. Make sure that he doesn't get picked off.
He needs BKB against us. Dragonlance BKB. It's fine. Timber's just going to go Timber items. Put. Oh, he's going for early Lotus, which is really good against the Silencer. Because you don't want to get... it's not only just for the ulti, because Arcane Curse. Because you're always casting your spells.
DJ kind of in an awkward spot as well as Jackie.
He barely did damage to the Spectre. Hood and 4 points in dispersion. He tried to decrab and life drain. He did 100 damage.
Tower gonna get denied as well, or they try to, they will get the deny. Pailai died. This is rare footage of him getting last hits on heroes and creeps, and now towers. What a game for Pi.
They have two. Wow, they actually have 2 observers overlapping each other in the middle lane. This is a bit of waste of vision. They have 1 good ward here in the enemy shrine. So they don't see anyone bot. They should know everyone's top.
Tossing him. Oh, the global avalanche. Everything.
Look at how tanky he is. Look, he's still not dead.
Yeah, he's gonna eventually go down. But
oh my god, the build, the hood and the 4 in dispersion.
It definitely showed the power of that build.
If there was no global, he actually would not have died there.
I think he gets to dagger through the fissure and ran away. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the global.
I was about to say they don't see anyone bottom and middle. They should know everyone is top, but never mind.
Okay, they're gonna try to make it go here on the mid lane. Terror, they have a swap, they will use it. Magic Missile is available as well, and they will get the quick burst damage. No Sunder opportunity
Revenge
available.
kill, maybe?
Ooh, nice Urn being used, no Blink Dagger used. Top lane though, it's gonna be LGD pressuring the tier 2. Abed will come in, and now, wow, the successful TP coming in. Han's gonna be available as well here. FY will run away from his teammate, trying to survive, trying to help his ally survive, but unfortunately, Fnatic just got the numbers. They get 2.
A bet is just rolling.
Yeah, and they'll get a 3rd.
That's gonna be his Bloodstone completed soon. Timber just needs to snowball this hard to be able to pressure and make sure that LGD can't really shove out the lanes. Because once the global is down, they're gonna just constantly try to shove out lanes and try to avoid fighting. And because Timber is such a mobile hero and you push lanes so fast, if he's unkillable, it's going to counteract what LGD is going to do with all these lanes. And he kills the illusions of Terrorblade very, very quickly.
Dire's top
So
tower is
right
under attack.
now, Roshan should be the next thing, I guess. They have this Venge and Weaver. If they can smoke, take a fight, good fight, get Rosh, that would be great for them. But they're not in a hurry because they have Spectre, you know?
Yeah.
When you have Spectre, you're not really that much of a hurry.
I feel like the one thing that Fnatic has done excellently is that they've been using Haunt very actively, looking to fight whenever it's off cooldown. Granted, LGD is really looking to fight into them as well, so there has been a lot of opportunity.
Global is up now. Do they have Blink on Shaker? Not yet. Close, but not yet. I guess you probably want to wait for this Blink before you try to make a move. But the other option would be to try and maybe smoke the Tiny. I try not to take a huge skill engage and just use this Blink on Tiny. Okay, they're gonna smoke now. Try to kill the Spectre. They want to go to the Spectre's lane because they don't want to go to the other lane because Spectre can haunt to the other lanes to fight. So they want to gank the Spectre. That is the main plan here. But at the same
Highlight
time,
die is,
they need to show someone in the lane so it's not obvious. And here comes the Pugna. Sup guys, we are here. We are middle. Actually, no.
Jackie is aware of the situation, but
they scanned
Highlight
there.
die
They
will
scanned.
tank the gank for the team.
They scanned. They actually also scanned. They caught the scan there.
Okay.
Jackie knows. Envy knows.
Well, he's not porting out of there. Evidently feels safe
He's
to...
greedy. He's gonna try to wait for them to leave, and he still wants to farm there. I'm sure that's what he's thinking. Because if you look at the map,
Dire's middle tower
there's
is
no
under
creep wave in
attack.
middle. There's no creep wave in top. If he TP's top, it's to farm jungle, and the Timber and all the Weaver is already farming. Look at the map. They are already farming this jungle. Timber's farming here. Weaver is farming here. So if he TP's away, there's no area for him to farm. That's why he's still sitting here and waiting. Because this is the only area he can farm. But there's enemy nearby, so he's just waiting for them to leave.
Dire's
Alright,
top
we'll just
tower
TP
is
essentially to the same lane.
Radiant's
walk back to the tier
tower
2.
is under attack.
Oh wait, did we talk about the vessel on Pugna?
Not
Pugna
yet.
actually has a vessel. They really need it for the Timber. And Timber has to buy a Eul's or Lotus right now for that. I mean,
Timber.
commonly we see Eul's, because Eul's is just like great on Timber. Number one for the mana regen. Number two is, I think the more important one for the disable. Because Timber has no disable. Usually you see someone, and that if they have a TP, they could just TP away from you. That's
Right.
why you want to have a Eul's. And also because of the rise of a Spirit Vessel, so you need something to deal with that.
So the fact that he's going for Lotus, is it because there is
The Global as well.
the Sunder that he's
Yeah,
thinking
Sunder,
playing around?
Global, everything. And
I mean, the Yules get rid of the Global the same way,
Yeah.
so...
even to remove the decrab is also important, because decrab gives them such a high magic damage. So if they could possibly decrab Tiny combo and Earthshaker combo, you could instantly kill someone. So that would be good for that too.
LGD has a smoke and Highlight Die. Well, he'll tank the gank as per usual, but he's still alive right now. Global has been used. Smoking as the
Hashtag worth. Highlight die for
Radiant's
global.
bottom tower
Yeah.
is under attack.
Sorry, Pi.
I think Pi agrees. Meanwhile, though, it's going to be Envy
does
trying to
Envy
get some
agree?
root.
Oh no!
Envy's going to use Haunt and go away, but into
He's
the bosom
tanky,
of
he's
LGD.
tanky, he's tanky.
Is he that tanky, though?
Okay.
He's tanky. Alright.
Okay, that was actually so funny. He's tanky and then, okay, never mind. But he had stick there though. Wouldn't he survive?
I don't-
Maybe not.
I'm not
maybe
sure.
not. Probably not. Way too much damage there. Because they had the Spirit Vessel. Actually, I think without the Spirit Vessel, I don't think they would have probably killed it.
I think LGD is about to hit a big timing. And another kill.
And guess who? This is not tanking the gang. This
That's
is
just
straight up dying.
getting caught, yeah. I mean, LGD with all of these kills back to back to back, they were about to hit a very, very big timing, especially with the Terrorblade BKB. Glyph's gonna come out here, so Vessel, they're gonna try to burn down Abed. Look at the damage! Avalanche is gonna miss, unfortunately.
Okay,
And now
stun.
it's gonna be
Swap.
maybe in a lot of trouble.
Can he get the swap?
Yeah, he can, and he will go on Chalice. Chalice will try to do as much damage to... Okay, Vessel's gonna be used. Nice juking, but just simply not enough.
I mean, this is like he barely died, right, Spectre? There. I want to talk about this again because I mentioned to you how I feel like Diffuser Manta would be the item this game. If he had any other item there instead of 3,000 gold in the bank, he would have actually lived there, and that would have been huge for his team. You know, I mean, these are all like the small little things that could change the face of the game. Not to say like I'm really blaming him on that, but it's just like a thing. And FY here getting run down by the Timber and the Bench. Another Bloodstone charge, up to 17 Bloodstone charge now.
Yeah, beyond godlike here for Abed.
Oh, he actually went for the 100 damage talent. I see some people do it too. It's not bad. And this game, I guess because he's having such a great game, and that 100 damage is going to help him finish off all these like squishy supports like Silencer, Earthshaker.
How often does Timber actually right clicks in fight?
Barely. Sometimes.
Yeah, so that's why I'm just wondering how important that 100 damage is.
Not that important, but it's just extra, you know, extra ammunition that you can kill heroes. And bot lane, Army, farming the dangerous lane. He has a BKB. He's waiting for backup. They are incoming. Spectre has Haunt, so he's telling his team Haunt is up. Can we pick a fight? But we need to wait for DJ. That's probably the comms right now, so they're backing off. They have no vision over this area, so they're really afraid. They have a ward middle here. They don't see much. So they have to be,
what?
okay, guess what?
Alright, how many solo kills has he picked up? It says he's only 4, 3, and 4, but I feel like he's...
I just look at Pi. Pi is 1 and 9, so
Okay.
that tells the story.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
So LGD once again like getting back into this vision, like how well they control the map after losing control of the map. They are doing a really good job this game on that. So now here comes the push.
Yeah.
Fireblade wants to return a punch. Structure almost has Radiance. Really don't want to fight without the Radiance, but LGD is going to force the issue here.
There's Pugna Blast as well as a tree grab, really doing quite a bit of damage. They might just straight up lose tier 3. Ame gonna get swapped back in. He has a BKB and the global's gonna get used. It's gonna
No
be...
detection.
Okay, he walks away for now.
Wait.
Half HP Ame looking for the swap. He
Shadow
won't get the
Blade on
Sunder.
Venge.
Radiant's bottom barracks
Wait.
are under attack.
I thought it was... Okay, yeah, Shadow Blade on Venge.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean, you gotta save yourself somehow, right? After the swap.
That's new. That's definitely new for me. So pretty much what can he do with this Shadow Blade? He can actually go behind and kill the Silencer very easily.
Well, he just lead the stun and have Envy swap in.
Do they really need Silver Edge this game? Not really too. That's very interesting. I mean, if you talk about invisibility to get out, you already have a Weaver, so they are probably going to have detection.
True.
So 4 staff and whatnot would be, I don't know. This is like definitely something that could be good or could be really bad. Radiance online, time to fight. Jackie is telling his team, guys, look for a fight. I have Radiance, look for a fight. Timber almost has his Lotus Orb. I think he really wants to get it. This is a very important item apart from the Radiance. Next fight is Roshan fight. The prize would be the Roshan.
LGD is going to put a little bit of pressure on the bottom side. If there aren't people reacting fast enough, they could just lose racks. They're not reacting.
They have 2 wards here, so they are just going to try to get Rosh maybe soon. They place 2 really good wards around the Rosh area. They're going to send DJ back. Oh, Shadow Blade!
Yeah, Shadow Blade and a swap if they need it. Don't need it just yet. DJ running away here. They will get the kill. That Shadow Blade, do you work?
I can't deny that. Tiny with an Invis, with his Silver Edge on top of it, trying to look for an opening here. They have full control of this area. 3 wards, sentries and everything. But Fnatic sees the Terrorblade in the middle lane, so they are going to move to bottom here, I think. They see the Terrorblade middle. They are going to want to recontrol this area because they know there's a few heroes in the bottom lane. They're going to smoke. Good decision because they understand that a few minutes ago, LGD, they were camping, having a campfire in our jungle, so that it's probably warded. Let's use the smoke and return to bottom to reclaim the area. Do they have a ward? Yes, Spy has a ward and a sentry. But LGD being LGD, they pop a scan. Scan doesn't hit anything, but they still feel like it's really dangerous because they have all these wards around middle lane. They don't see anybody. Once again, great reaction from LGD, dodging the bullet.
But I feel like in this kind of very slow pacing game, aren't just Fnatic advantage? Terrorblade's a fine...
But it's Terrorblade though. Terrorblade's a good head-to-head carry matchup in Spectre.
Okay.
look at the agility game. I mean, it's not just for the agility game. It's mainly the reflection and the sunder. That's why he's gonna have to rely on Lotus Orb. He's gonna rely on the Manta to remove the reflection. Those are the important things that the Spectre has to look out for against the Terrorblade.
Tiny also on the lookout for more free Pylite die kill, but it's gonna be DJ running forward.
Oh my god.
Okay, Smoke's gonna break on the high ground. They have the sentries drop. DJ runs into the sentry range. They see him now, and the fissure block. Ooh, it's gonna block him out. Maybe they swap somebody in, swap the Weaver in. Nope.
So is that Roche for LGD? He's a pretty big kill.
Yeah, it is.
Fnatic is gonna still try to fight. I think maybe they can.
Haunt in 10 seconds.
Okay, maybe not. No Haunt then is never mind. Probably not. But Envy is walking there.
Oh, he has Haunt now.
No way. That is huge. But I do think that they can wait for the meta to go down and take a fight after. Even though Terrorblade has ages, but without meta, he is you know, a limping old man still. Okay, maybe not. Not that bad, but you know, he's
actually pretty fast. He's not limping.
Yeah, but at half strength.
Yeah. At half strength. Not his final form.
Super Saiyan. Not Super Saiyan. Okay. Normal form. So right now, state of the game. Oh, Spectre's doing BKB? Serious?
Huh.
Just to remove the reflection? Or why can't he just get Manta? Or he just feels the need to get BKB because there's like too many...
Shaker, I guess?
Too many stuns, too many slows, D-Crab, Arcane... I don't know. I'm quite surprised by this, but he's a Spectre player, so he knows better than me. How about Timber? What is Timber getting next? A Hex? I guess that's right. They don't have enough reliable disable apart from the stun from the bench. Frostbite is meh right now at this stage of the game. Still a fairly close game by all means.
Yeah, the gold graph has been just 1k gold separating them for a while now.
And you're waiting for your level 20 as well on Spectre, the 500 HP.
No, waiting for the true carry CM15.
Oh. Huh. Huh. Pi carrying the game. Huh. 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 He's just happy to tank the ganks, you know. That's what he's been doing for now.
Also, kind of...
If he wants to carry the game, hypothetically, he's going to need BKB. He's going to need armor. I don't know, he's going to need an Axe.
Not sure if Axe is going to be good this game.
Okay, probably not. Maybe his talent, his attack speed talent with Maelstrom. Reasonable? Okay, still not reasonable.
See, still not very reasonable, but I follow your logic here. Scan's going to clip on Universe, who's going for the rune here. Fissure will hit him.
Oh,
and we'll hit him again.
God, FY.
Okay.
Okay, no, too far. If his teammate is nearer, he probably can try the echo to get the kill there. But I think it's runes, 2 runes.
Can you see the number of sentries that LGD has
Highlighter is
committed?
clearing a creep wave, and he is not getting out. Goodbye.
I mean,
he did place a good ward down. This is a good and very useful ward. Gonna give them valuable information. Jeez, he's actually really getting BKB. He has Hood and BKB on the Spectre.
with the Hood and BKB, can you just go on the Earthshaker every fight? Just stick on him? Yeah. Actually, I guess he could still get decrepit by...
This Shadow Blade on the bench also so far. Better than 1 kill. That's pretty much it. Yeah, so I feel like I don't really feel too good about this Shadow Blade. I feel bench is going to be an important hero in their lineup. He's going to be needed to maybe do some damage or survive on the tank a bit. Do some damage. So I don't know, I'm not sure about that, the Shadow Blade, but I mean, they don't really need Silver Edge, so it's just a casual Shadow Blade. And they're gonna smoke and move into this area. Spectre is almost level 20.
Swap. That's a big one. Nope, they got the real one. Excuse me. Global and BKB comes out here. It's going to be Abed. Oh, he misses the cheat tree. And looks like he's going to just go down here as well.
That is 900 gold for 800 gold for Chalice.
Critical mistake here. Looks like the Haunt wasn't
Haunt is
used.
down.
Dire's bottom
Nope.
tower is
This
under
is
attack.
high ground.
They have Haunt.
This is not looking good for Fnatic. They have to try and scramble and push out the lanes,
Dire's middle tower
which
is
they
under
have already
attack.
done in the middle and the bottom. Lanes are already good here, far away. Oh my god, the map you were mentioning earlier.
This is centuries.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Nice Shadow Blade.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's already worth if you could get them to buy that many centuries.
True.
Although, not just for you, also for the Weaver.
How are they going to be able to take fights now? Yeah, it feels like they can't really fight here on anymore.
That Global, for now, has been doing way too much.
They have a Lotus on Finger, but I still don't feel like they can actually even engage properly because their heroes don't really have like a very good like lockdown. Not like a blink stun or anything. It's just a back stun. Timber doesn't have hacks yet. They don't have a reliable way of starting the fights. Whereas for if you look at LGD, they have the Tiny, the Earthshaker, and then the Global. So those are really, really strong initiating tools.
33 minutes in. 37 kills. It's been a relatively slow game, but
There you go. Highlight die. I have 150 gold extra per minute.
I mean, that's a lot of gold for CM and Pilot Die.
Why do you have to do this to him? And it's a lot of gold for Pilot.
Look at him go. Freezing field for the CS. For people that are just joining us, both teams are at 6 and 5 on the winner side of the group.
Radiant's bottom
They
shrine
are
is
respectively
under
in
attack.
3rd and 4th place
Dire's
so far.
top tower is under attack.
Winning this next game is huge deal for both the teams.
Radiant's bottom shrine
Charabit
is
almost
under
has his
attack.
Skadi completed on top of the Daedalus that he took this not long ago.
Okay.
So much damage going to be able to get pumped out. How man? It feels like they can never take a team fight. They don't have pipe, they don't have Crimson Guard, they have nothing. Like there's no team items, you know. No initiation.
Dire
Weaver is
are
not going to be able to
scanning.
do much right now. Because he can't stand in front at all to do damage. Even like if he pops the BKB, right, he can't even man fight the Terrible and the Tiny. He has no armor.
Pilot Die. Just hanging out here, but fortunately it's gonna be Weaver getting caught. That's another solo kill.
Fortunately, you'd rather have Paladai dead.
Yes. Pilot Die was trying so hard to
Radiant's
tank the
shrine
gank,
has
but nobody
fallen.
found him. But on the other side,
Ame, the monster, the
Shadow
man.
Blade.
Shadow Blade.
Now his BKB's running out. Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, okay.
Global's gonna get used. Ame's looking.
And the backup, here comes the backup.
The backup's here. Tiny blows him up.
Oh, this is terrible. Striking terror into the hearts of all the Fnatic fans right now. He's gonna run up. This lane is gonna be in trouble. They're gonna force buy. And it's like, you have 20 seconds to spawn, you really don't want to buy it back. But if you don't buy it back, you're gonna lose 2 lanes. I think 2 lanes. Even,
Yeah, I mean, they'll take it down very quickly, at least the
even
first
Mega,
one.
I think they can even have time for Mega.
Okay, Blink Fissure, the buyback will come out immediately, and back they go. They got the real one, swapping back in. Sunder. Yep, Sunder's gonna go. Envy taking so much damage. In fact, he might go down. The crit coming out. Oh no, not like this. That's 5 buyback. I believe that was used. Still, Ame getting a triple kill. He goes out. He gets broken. Avatar's gonna be there, and now he zips back in, barely surviving that X-Nova, taking quite a bit of damage.
God.
And they all survive, except the Terrible. But still,
Worth. That was what?
Absolutely
4
worth.
buybacks? 5? 4?
I think all 5. I can't get the team. Nope. No 4 buyback. Just 2.
2 buybacks. 3 buybacks actually. Yeah, 3 buybacks.
It didn't get the first half of the...
3 buybacks. Yeah, like that.
Hey, guess what?
Guess what?
So, I'm gonna throw this question out there, Winter. Remember during the draft, when I said that Tiny's gonna have a good game, and you're like, but the lanes. LGD lost the lanes, but
They lost all.
they lost all their
three
lanes. So how did this comeback happen?
Number one, itemization.
Okay.
Number two, they kind of lost the vision. I feel like LGD had better like placement with the wards and everything and the smokes.
Are fortified.
They reacted better, they played better. And it's just like
Radiant's middle tower
the
is
nature
under
of the
attack.
lineup as well. Because when they go into a mid game with this like off lane Weaver and compared to LGD, like they have a much more balanced way of starting fights. They're more stunned, they're better team fight.
Radiant's middle
So the
tower
mid game is like their lineup starts more. This is why when having made a few errors with the smoke, they didn't get pickoffs, their wards got dewarded. All these small little teams, when you listen to it, oh, they dewarded our ward. It doesn't like sound like, you know, a big deal, you know? But then it adds up and it snowballs out of control, every small little thing. And the itemization, I think, is the biggest deal. Shell build on the bench, which I'm not too sure. The Spectre item build as well with the BKB hood. Because I felt like the bench had to go for like more team items this game.
See a big fight out here. It's going to be Jackie Mao getting caught. Meanwhile, Shaker jumping back in. The BKB protecting himself. Global is going to get used, but here comes the big Tiny. And Shaker just jumps to high ground. He's fine. Buyback coming out. And the Han will come out here on the back line. It's going to be Chalice dropping low. Chalice down. But Ame sitting in the middle with a huge BKB. He takes down Universe. Sunder is still available. He has Mantis out as well. Jackie Mao on the left side. Trying to burn down, and it's going to be Blink and Chan Totem. They're going to get the Sunder off. It's going to be Jackie on the run. He is slowed down by another huge crit from Mame.
That is GG.
2 crits in a row, man.
Dieback.
That is dieback.
Game is over. So pretty much like the things that I mentioned earlier, the itemizations. I still think that we should have gone Diffuser Manta this game. I think the hood is fine. The hood's great. But after that, go Diffuser Manta so you can actually keep up with the momentum of the game. Because if you realize, right, the period that he was trying to farm that Radiance, they lost so much control of the game. And on top of things, remember that one death that I mentioned, he almost died. I mean, he almost lived. If he had any other item, he would have lived that gang. When he haunt away. That was a very important death as well. Just like a lot of small little things. I felt like the job was fine. I can understand the idea of going for all on the lanes, and which they did a really good job. They won middle, they won top, they won bot. They played the lanes really well. They always got secured the range creep last hit. They were able to out-deny the opponents. They pressured. Weaver was off to a great start, killing the silencer repeatedly. Timber solo killed the Tiny as well. Everything was going great. They just needed to follow it up with much better vision with the smoke. The smoke and the wards come hand in hand, in tandem. And then it was the itemizations of the Spectre and the Venge. I mean, Venge, even though I don't like the Shadow Bait, I don't want to harp too much about it. I think it didn't really change the game that much. I would still prefer the Venge to go for like more team items, maybe like Pipe, Crimson Guard, or anything to help the team deal with all this damage coming out from LGD. But the main thing is Envy's item build this game.
Yep.
Radiance, BKB with Hood, which I feel is not the item to go this game for them to be able to fight against LGD.
And now with Fnatic dropping both games to LGD and Fnatic swapping slots here. LGD third in their group, Fnatic fourth. Coming up next, we got Serenity versus TNC, and this is actually a very, very important match for similar reasons as Group A. Serenity right now technically last place in the Group B, but there's like 4 teams high for the last place. And TNC barely clinging on to their upper bracket score. So if Serenity, let's say 2-0's TNC, they're right back up there. And TNC is now in the lower half. So very important games coming up next. We'll take a short break. And then coming up next, Serenity versus TNC.